find, the more wretched hive of scum and villainy. We must be cautious.
Chick man, Joni. I'm not a chick, I'm a dude.
Gremlins in the projection booth. Could you help us? Gremlins? In this theater? Now? Okay, you guys, listen up. People pay good money to see this movie. When they go out to a theater, they want cold sodas, hot popcorn, and no monsters in the projection booth.
Oh, check it out, butthead. This chick has 3 boobs.
Boobs! Boobs.
How many butts does she have?
Return on its investment.
Well, the former is not my fault. The latter is not my concern.
Your contract has a billing quota,
which I exceed consistently. Okafor, show them the numbers.
What, we're gonna have those numbers?
Somewhere, someone's got numbers. Take a gander. Good talk.
Afraid. The truth is, sometimes Reed is right.
What?
That woman deserves her revenge. And we deserve to die.
All right, let's see if everything works. All right. We're back, and I've just depressed everyone with the intro, but that was intentional. So let's get the show started. We took a week off. We're back. We're using new software tonight. So if there are any glitches or hiccups, we apologize. Trying out Talk Studio because StreamYard is way overpriced now. 44. Who on the panel is paying $44 a month? Arthur, are you? You look like a man of means.
No way.
What do you use?
I use Rumble Studio. I use direct RTMP to Rumble Studio.
Okay, I can't get the hang of that. I have had nothing. I try to use Rumble Studio and I end up like feeling like a caveman or an imbecile. It's like
I do the RTMP pass through, so I stream from OBS.
It would help if I knew what any of that was.
Oh, you don't know what OBS is? Oh, we got to get Iron trained up on OBS. OBS rocks, dude.
That's how I have all this fancy graphic stuff behind me.
and I used to be able to push a button to make myself disappear in ninja smoke, but I got rid of that on accident. I deleted a whole scene and I don't know how to bring it back. So
you have to recreate it.
Let's see.
That does make it tricky.
We got a smaller panel tonight. A lot of people are out enjoying their summer, trying to find a little bit of joy in this miserable July. This has been the worst month of the year, I think, so far. We're going to get into it. Let's go around the horn see how everybody's doing today. Start down at the bottom with Vagabond.
Hey,
how's your July?
Pretty shitty, I guess. So, yeah, not only so we lost some greats. Another great for people who are into models is the guy that was one of the founders for Tamiya, which if you're into model cars and trains and paints and stuff like that. So I think he was like 90 something. So, which is understandable at that age, but at the same time, it was another heavy hitter for me. And then Hulk Hogan, and then of course I'm an Uncle Tom for liking Hulk Hogan and not having a problem with anything he said.
Oh boy, well, we'll get into all of that. Speaking of Uncle Tom's, Theo Snodgrass, how's it going tonight?
What's up, man? Happy to be here. Just want to reassure you, man, not to be insecure about the size of your panel. It's way more about how you use it.
That's some bullshit.
I'm sure that's what all of your gracious panelists say. Oh,
yeah, exactly.
Theo.
It may be a bad month for people dying, but it is a great month for Theo no longer looking like he lives in a prison cell in a rehab center.
Hey, this looks like
you got furniture.
Looks like a room where a lady might feel comfortable disrobing.
Oh, I don't know about that. I didn't say shit like that. I just said it doesn't look like a prison.
Yeah. So you messed it, Arthur, early for the past several months since he's been here, maybe about 3. It's just been those beige walls, a crucifix, and a mattress.
Ooh. Yeah, it sounds like serial killer territory to me.
Exactly.
You just look like somebody who needs to get on the road real fast in a short notice.
It's efficient. It's what? Look, I don't need any of this shit. This shit is for you people. I don't give a fuck about this.
You see, you could have that mentality, or you can have this beautiful display with VHS tapes and books and posters and collectibles.
I can't even see most of ours stuff.
I would do that, but I have had sex before, so that's gonna make it.
I can't even see what Arza has.
Arza,
it's so far back.
Leave the room, say hello to your parents for us. But how are you doing?
I'll have you know, my parents are out of town at the moment.
They're my roommates.
Party at Arza's house.
Buy my own groceries.
I've basically spent the last 2 weeks helping babysit my nephew because my twin's been staying over with him for the last 2 weeks. So I haven't done any videos. Basically, been completely offline for the most part. So hopefully that ends relatively soon, and we'll probably go see Fantastic Four. So my return video will likely be a Fantastic Four review when that happens.
Well, I'm glad you got all dressed up for the show tonight. It's good to see you, buddy.
Yeah. It's a little early for Halloween, but I appreciate the pumpkin motif.
I wouldn't have knocked your shirt. I'm just like, oh, he's wearing a dorky Aquaman shirt. I probably have the same one somewhere. But then you mentioned that you're self-conscious. That's like putting blood in the water with it. Have you not hung out with this before?
The ugliest shirt.
It's the biggest shirt ever. Seriously, you could go camping in that and be fine.
Oh boy,
get some poles and. I thought it was a pumpkin at first. I was going to tell Arza because he's already white as he is. I just thought he was dressing up as a pumpkin spice latte for us. He's getting ready for the season.
Speaking of spice, I'm trying this.
White girl fall and Arza's ready.
Spice.
Oh, you got Winter Jack already? Is that an old bottle or is that a?
Did someone say PSL?
See, my wife showed up. She heard pumpkin spice latte. She stopped working and came out here. That's how it happens, dude. You want to get girls in the room. You start talking about pumpkin spice latte. They show up. White women just be like, damn. Pumpkin spice latte? What?
Okay, so what you're saying is you get a pumpkin spice latte, a giant cardboard box, and a stick with a rope. Put a pumpkin spice latte under it and put the whole trap near a Forever 21 at a mall.
Yes, that will work. Exactly.
Still not out of jail.
I don't know. I don't see any dates or nothing, but it was at my liquor store and it was on sale.
It's the time of year that would be on sale. I'd try it. I like some of the. There are some interesting spiced whiskeys. I wouldn't hang my hat on them, but I will try them in cocktails.
There was a cheaper one.
You've been talking a long time. Why don't you do your intro?
I know, right? I was going to say I do have respect for what Ars is trying to do here as a background. If he didn't park himself 2 miles away from it so it can't be seen, it might actually be interesting for him. So just some framing could be done there that might improve that. As you can see, I have a very similar motif here going on with certain things, but I'm actually it's just behind me. Oh, hello. There we go.
Oh, look at that.
Yes. Besides that, nothing too crazy. Enjoying the week. It's actually, I was having this discussion on my show this morning, my commute shows. The weather in Phoenix, and I had an argument with AI over this earlier this week. The weather in Phoenix is unnaturally cool. We have not hit the 110s the most of July. In fact, it was 101 yesterday as I drove home, which is easily 10 to 12 degrees cooler than it should be. I asked ChatGPT about this, and it told me, actually, the summers in Phoenix are very prone to extreme heat, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, all right, tell me the last 30 days versus last summer's 30-day average. It is 5 degrees cooler in Phoenix, so it's actually not bad. I'm having an all right July.
Intro, but you are coming in just a smidge hot. I do apologize. Probably
Hold on.
Said this stream was going to be not without some air.
There we go. I turned down the gain on there. How's that?
Still loud as fuck.
Still hot? Fuck. All right. Hold on.
It's hard to tell because you're always shouting anyway.
I just talk at
for
this
me.
volume.
I just cranked up the compressor to max on my mixer.
Yeah, see, I need to actually get some XLR mics and get into a mixer and graduate from my USB mic. Coming soon. There, is that better?
Not really, but we'll move on. Just
I'm trying to trim the volume down
just a smidge. While you do that,
how about now?
We got a special get. Much better. There we go. We're good to go. On to our special guest, Arthur. Next, first time on the show. How's it going, man? Tell everybody a little bit about yourself.
It's going pretty good. So right now I've been streaming mostly solo stuff, doing a lot of reaction content. I was doing more political stuff, but that got boring, to be perfectly honest. So I'm reacting to various things. Like tonight we're going to talk about on my show. I'm going to talk about Collective Shout, and then I've been talking a lot about the pirate software drama, a little bit of stuff around AI. Kind of being the internet's dad to a large extent, just giving it unsolicited advice and my unsolicited opinion because I think it's funny. I do have guests on from time to time, but I'm not scheduling any until my next baby is born, which is due at the end of August, because the last thing I want is to call a guest after a show is supposed to happen from the hospital.
Right?
That could be a great place to stream from, though. Just get on the hospital
so you called yourself the internet dead. So are you the Pedro Pascal of reaction videos?
No. No, that would be a definite not going to happen. I think I'm probably more like the wrong button.
Good gosh. There we go. I'm the anti-pirate software. How's that? Bald. I have facial hair. I use the voice changer in the other direction. I don't know how to program.
Oh my god, you had a second.
You might need to keep that off because if you and ours speak at the same time, I won't be able to.
Yeah, that's going to be a hard one for who has an Arza filter on their Rodecaster? Seriously, you're the first person like that.
That's a default setting that I just put on one of the buttons too.
Hold on. I think
do me a favor. Put that on and say, actually.
Actually.
Dead on. I can't tell the difference. Yeah.
I can do the actual pirate software voice too, if you need me to.
Very nice. Oh, I need to get a Rodecaster.
This is my second puberty. And so that just struck just now. My second puberty.
There you go.
Just like pirate software. I'm doing this perfectly.
It's working out for you. We're all happy for you, Arza. All right. So you want to ask me about that thumbnail, right?
Yeah. So how the hell did you do that? Did you make a Laura for my face? Because that looks like kind of AI, but kind of Photoshop. It's really good, but also go ahead.
A little bit of a mixture of both. I use the same software that I use to put everybody's face on the movie villains. That's kind of the theme of the show. So you notice I put you on John Malkovich from Con Air, one of my favorite movies. I've been dying to use that, but I didn't have somebody with the right head shape, so to speak. So I was very glad you came.
How did you get a shot of my face? There are almost no pictures of me without the microphone.
That's where Photoshop comes in. I've actually gotten good at just like saying, get rid of that thing and make it look like everything else with the AI that's incorporated into it. And it just knocked it out. ran a little filter through it. So I had a perfectly good picture. It's not one you want to send to your friends, but it has you with it just looking straight with your mouth just like that for a second. That's all I need. So I grab one of those, I throw it into the software, and then for the thumbnail, I did the same thing, but with a still image of the Grim Reaper from Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. Another one of my favorite movies. So
nice.
But that's the theme of the show now tonight, because this last episode of October, or I'm sorry, feels like fucking October, doesn't it? July. This month has been pretty brutal, and a lot of really iconic people that anybody in our age group pretty much grew up with. Most of these guys that passed.
Oh yeah.
Like starting at the beginning, one of my favorite actors of all time, Michael Madsen. That was a rough one. That hit me. I knew him from all the Tarantinos, like Kill Bill and of course Reservoir Dogs.
Mm-hmm.
My wife was crying watching Free Willy. You mean the nice dad for Free Willy? That's not how I know him, sweetheart, but yeah. And then more recently, of course, this week we got, was it all this week? Malcolm Jamal Warner, then Ozzy, Hulk Hogan, and Paul Mangino.
Yeah. Well, and this week, the Japanese guy I was talking about, too.
Right. I do have some of his paint, so that affected me deeply as well.
Yeah, but you just use that on your nails, Ryan.
Not just my nails. Fuck off, bro.
When I saw on Razor Fist that the guy who created or was involved in the first game of Elder Scrolls passed away too.
I forgot about that. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh, that's right. I'd heard about that briefly. Kind of got overshadowed. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Yeah, a lot of people this week. It's the heat. It always gets the olds. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah. So I guess we'll start with the one that's kind of hitting everybody at the moment, and this one's gotten a lot of. Well, two of the biggest ones got two of the most awful reactions online, and that'd be Hulk Hogan and Ozzy.
Yeah.
You of course got all the fans coming out, doing the typical, emotion support, but then there's that other side of Twitter that is just like, well, good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those people are shitty.
Yeah.
So one, they're mad at him for being. So they're mad at Hulk Hogan for being a Trump supporter.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that.
That's the real part.
Yeah, and then you got the Negroes that are calling me Uncle Tom right now because he had a phone call about his daughter dating some black guy or whatever. And you know what?
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I don't even care that he even said that because a lot of these same black people listen to the likes of this guy named Dr. Umar, who tells black folks not to date outside of the race anyway. Mm-hmm. And it's these same black folks that are like so up in arms and shit or whatever. And honestly, I think a father should have the right to be in his daughter's life or who she's going to marry or whatever. So like, okay, he said the N-word, but he didn't attack anyone. He didn't drag anyone down to the ground. He didn't hang anyone in a tree. He didn't burn crosses. None of that.
It was also just a hilarious quote anyway.
Yeah.
To my knowledge, he didn't refuse to work with anybody. He's got a long history of working with just about everybody in his very diverse profession, at least racially diverse.
In the county next to mine, so some older black lady has a picture of her with Hulk Hogan, and he went out of his way. So they made a whole news story about it. And if you read all the comments, it's like, oh, I bet she didn't know what he said and all that type of stuff. Like all these negative comments and like, I bet he washed his hands after he shook hands with you and all that type of stuff.
Oh, boy. There's one video that
Vagabond. I was going to say, sorry, go ahead, Arza.
There was a video that had surfaced from, I don't know how true it is, if it was edited or not, where this black family came up and shook his hand at a gas station. And as they're walking away, he grabs a paper towel from the paper towel dispenser right there, wipes it off, and then throws it in the trash.
See, I wash my hands every time I shake someone's hand because I don't want to get whatever they had on their hands.
I do that.
I just think it's a funny clip that was.
Because I know some friends too. It's like anytime they go to the gas station, touch the handle. It's like they're like germaphobes enough to like wipe down their hands every single time. Me, I don't care. I'm like, I don't care what germs I'm gonna get. I'd die anyway.
I have 2 kids with a third on the way. I'm gonna get sick from everything. I don't need to add more to it.
I just got cleared from a sickness, so I was like, but normally I don't get a sick, but when I do, it's like the end of the fucking world or some shit.
Also, the thing that fucks me up about the Hulk Hogan thing, just to touch base on that, is what he says to her is like objectively. What he's saying is objectively good advice. Like, you're my daughter, you're famous. If you're gonna fuck a black guy, fuck a hot rich one with millions of dollars. Like, that's just good advice. You're a famous white woman with blonde hair. Like, fucking.
If you're a man with a daughter,
gonna fuck a black guy, fuck a rich one. It's like
who's gonna fuck any guy?
Look, is some guy like giving out his mixtape on Venice?
To be fair, I may not be rich, but I can perform.
That's okay. See, actually, listen, no. What Vagabond is saying is the problem, because no matter what black guy you fuck, you're gonna get your back blown out, right? So you're gonna get attached. That's what I'm saying. So if you're gonna get attached to a black guy, make sure he's rich. That's reasonable advice.
That's
just tuning in.
How many people followed that advice and went to Diddy's house, though?
Yeah, that's very true. Justin Bieber. So I mean, but that's unfortunately true.
If the black guy is rich enough, he can't avoid paying child support.
Okay, that's not what I was saying.
Well,
well,
we're off to a great start for our memorial episode, right?
I would say that, frankly, as a father, if I had daughters, which I thankfully don't, I have all boys, and I'm done. I've retired and hung my jersey up just to avoid that potential pitfall. But if I did, I would say that, aim for that in general. You want your daughter to be shooting for the stars at least a little bit, at least above the bar. You don't want her getting the guy with the mixtape on the light rail. Like, as soon as you hear that, you're just, even if it's a white guy, I don't fucking care. If he's pushing mixtapes on the corner, you're going to go and take your daughter and take her somewhere else. If he's doing stand-up on a corner, you're going to pick your daughter up and say, no, I'm leaving.
I was just going to say. Yeah.
Theo's always mentioning Chad from the vape shop. So
yeah, if your daughter's talking about a guy at a vape shop, nix it. It's done. You want her out of there. No, that's not going to happen. Unless he owns a chain of vape shops.
Right.
Cut it off. No.
Right. I don't know. Chad's starting to look good instead to Dad when she comes over and says, "You don't understand, Dad. He's doing a lot of open mics and has a podcast."
Okay. I also get paid.
Nope. Cut it off. Nope. It's somewhere else. No, Theo's got an entirely different audience. It's 40-year-old women with 12 dads from 8 fathers.
Yeah, dude. That's where it's at.
All right, let's say hi to the chat real quick. Let's see what we got in. We've got trying to learn how to do this show on stream. There we go. ScreamQueenSelena, who couldn't be on because her computer is still right there, and I'm still trying to fix it. So hopefully by next week she'll be back on the panel, folks. Yeah, still.
Just
we got James Hurley. What is up, man? Hot take. I like Superman a lot better than the new Fantastic Four movie. Then again, I wanted to see a Superman who saved people and not killed. Haven't seen either one, so we'll see. Let's see. We got Master of Quiz, Emily Kruger. Great to see you.
Hail, Emily.
We got hey, Jack Tarlad. Good as always to see you, sir. Who else we got here? We got Diana. How's it going? And there we go. The Master Hobo. Greetings from the homeless shelter. Someone please save me. I'm forced to watch my sister's evil demon dog. Not as funny as your. I'm messing the punchline, Hobo. Not as funny as your usual stuff. You need to work on your material.
Yeah, he's been watching the demon dog for like the past 3 weeks now, I think.
You should document your experience and share it with the group. That's your homework assignment, Hobo. We got Devastator here. What's going on, man? Who else we got here? And we got Gal, green-haired anti-liberal. What is up?
Fresh from the alien.
Hello, Gal. Oh, and the.
Okay, why are we taking shots? You just sat down. We just got here. Why is this happening?
All right, I think we're all caught up, making sure I didn't miss anybody. I'll say hi to everybody as they file back in, but let's go back to the Hulk Hogan. So I had heard the rumors that he's used that certain unusable, unforgivable word, but if he used that word once or twice in his life, or maybe even more, but had perfectly good and healthy relationships with many of his friends and people he worked with over the years.
Well, the thing is,
and
it's the
negate
context.
all of the positives impacts that he had in people's lives. A lot of kids looked up to him of all races.
Like the thing is, people ignore the It's the same thing with the Papa John thing, right? People ignore the context of how the word was said or whatever. They just like, oh, well, he said the word. You know what? Most black people say, I say the word daily basis. I even use the ER version when I'm angry. And just
the only time I hear it's when I'm hanging out with my black friends. Then I hear it. I get my quota for the year usually in one night.
Yeah. So honestly, I'm more of the sticks and stones type of person. I don't care who fucking says it. Like my dad's met the Papa John guy like many times for doing the San Diego Auto Trader and taking a picture of the guy's vehicle so he can go sell the vehicle. The guy was pretty cool. And other than that, like, okay, you got him on this like candid phone call. He said the word. Like, who says shit when no one else is around? Back in the day when everyone's playing Call of Duty, I expect everyone to say the fucking word.
Call of Duty. That word was not shy in those days.
Yeah, like Call of Duty Online back in the day or whatever. Or even when I used to play Halo Online.
Halo. I was going to say Halo, man.
Yeah, like I used to, because the way I play games is to piss the other person off. So like, the one with the hammer, you got the Warhammer and you have the skull and shit. I'm not even actually playing the game. I sit where people are spawning and just hammering them to death as they spawn.
Boo this man. Boo this man for spawn camping. Boo this man.
I'm not here to win. I'm just here to make sure you lose.
Yeah. I'm not even trying to lose. Like there was,
and that's
like,
fun for me.
Yeah, so. Like I camp because it pisses other. Like okay, I'll camp once in a while, but when I found out it pisses other people off, I start camping more, and so I get called every name of the book. And
did you ever install aimbots to ruin other people's day?
No, like even when I play Magic the Gathering, I don't play Magic the Gathering to win. I play to lose graciously. So
you play blue, don't you?
Yes, I play a blue deck, and as you're winning, I'm doing shit to annoy the fuck out of you until
at this point, I'm feeling like saying the Hulk Hogan word now.
Arza, you'll get. Yeah, I'll get offended on Vagabond's behalf if you dare to do that because
ours is from Kentucky. I mean, that just they say that that just slips out every now and again. When you're from Kentucky,
it's required to say that after ordering sweet tea in Kentucky.
It is actually.
I don't know.
Well, it's more like the mob in New York. They have to cross themselves when they go past a Catholic church, and in Kentucky, when you drive past a Waffle House, you have to drop the hard R.
Yeah,
But like the other thing is, besides the N-word part or whatever, like I always enjoyed Hulk Hogan. Like my greatest memories is when like he's going backstage into the ring somewhere and like we can't see, and then like he's taking over the studio and shit. And I'm like, oh shit, what's gonna happen next or whatever. Like those are my greatest moments. Like back in the 90s. Like I grew up in the 90s era, so that's for me for wrestling.
See, I was in the 80s. In the 80s era, I remember the old shit.
Yeah, the late 80s was
dude,
when we
he
caught the tail end of Hero Hulk Hogan. You and I did, Prof.
Oh yeah, dude, and he defined for Gen X on forward to even today what wrestling actually is, which is actually not actual wrestling; it's performative art, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
But still, it made it popular. I mean, WWE owes its existence at this current moment to the fact that he was who he was at that time. And he brought, he was the Michael Jordan of
between
wrestling.
him and Ric Flair, and I got to admit, I was more of a Ric Flair guy. I was never a big wrestling person. I only watched it when my friends, all my friends were hardcore into it. But I always liked the bad guys because they were funnier. Ric Flair was funnier, so it's like, well, I like him better.
See, I was never allowed to watch wrestling growing up because it's a soap opera, and my parents were like ultra conservative Christians at the time, and soap operas are evil. So we were.
So
I didn't.
okay.
My first episode of wrestling, I was 19 the first time I saw it. So that would have been 2003.
I gotta stop you right there, Arthur. Hold on. So it was because it was a soap opera, not because it's a bunch of sweaty homoerotic men wrestling and or gratuitous violence and cutting each other. None of that.
Correct.
Yeah. Well, it's a continuation of a story.
I appreciate that. It's actually that's a good reason. Like my grandfather loved wrestling. All of my uncle, like we went to my grandpa's house and WWF's on. That everyone was fucking sitting down and watching that shit, eating dinner. It was everywhere when it was on. Like my mom's side of the family loved that shit. You watch it all the time. But they were
the wrestling games back on like Nintendo 64 and Super Nintendo and shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I liked. I liked the wrestling video games more than I liked watching it.
Oh man, like I could play those games for hours. Like the newer ones, like I don't watch wrestling now. It's maybe because of Logan Paul and I don't want to see the Prime bottle all over the place.
Oh yeah, I don't care about it now either, really that much. And that was what was great. Like Hogan defined it for like such a young generation and generations going forward. Then he came back, and when WCW merged with WWF, or when he joined even with WCW, he made WCW so big WWF had to buy them. And him and Sting and all the guys that came over, and the whole heel turn thing, the whole bad guy shit, the whole oh fuck, dude, that brought. I mean, he didn't start the Attitude Era, but he was such an important part of it. Not as big as he was when he made WWF what it is, but the Attitude Era, I don't think would have been the same without that crossover with WCW and bringing those guys over and having all the shit that went on there. Dude, like the Attitude Era was the last era that I really paid a lot of attention to, and I loved it. And Hulk wasn't even my favorite, personality from that. To this day, my favorite wrestler is still Stone Cold Steve Austin. Period.
Yeah. Him and the Undertaker.
Oh fuck yeah, dude! Both those guys.
So what about you, Theo? Were you a wrestling fan?
So the only time I started paying attention to wrestling when Rhea Ripley started getting popular, and everything wrestling that I've watched has been Rhea Ripley. Everything I'm not aware of wrestling in any other context.
I do watch Rhea Ripley clips on Instagram. Just
so does Theo.
No, he's very talented. He's very talented.
Yeah.
I'm just a fan.
He's a fan of them thighs.
Okay.
He wants his head crushed by them.
That's not. That's not confirmed.
Here's the funny thing: there's these Japanese girl wrestlers that I watch too. And
oh shit! You're about to send them down an alleyway.
Well, so they made a post.
And here's why Theo's watching wrestling. Let's see if it comes up.
Let's see here. Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Oh,
Theo's looking up these Japanese wrestling girls now.
I'm not seeing anything on the screen.
Me either.
Okay.
No, I'm not seeing anything either.
I gotta figure out how to share a screen on this thing.
There's these Japanese chicks, and basically their signature move is having the other girl slump down in the corner while they run full speed and turn around and slam their ass into the other girl's face. And I'm just sitting there, why can't that just be me?
God. Oh, fuck, dude. Man.
So they made their
there's an audience. People can hear you.
I know that I'm a gooner and I'm proud of it. But
Theo,
like,
you do the same.
But
I'm not talking about it on a podcast, Professor.
I'm just saying you're not talking about it, but you're not outside of that thought process. You would, you have similar feelings.
As you can see, this photo is really showcasing how talented Rhea Ripley is.
Yes, I agree.
No, thick thighs save lives. I'm gonna stand by that.
Honestly, I support female athletes. I don't know about you guys.
Me and Theo needs to do a Japan trip,
especially in fishnets.
So
that's
me and Theo needs to do a Japan trip. There's a Muscle Girl maid cafe bar that you can go to where they do pull-ups and other stuff, and they spank you and make you do pull-ups and push-ups and stuff.
And is that the one where they berate you if you can't do them?
Yes, me and Theo should go to there.
Okay, all right. Leave me out of this shit.
Sounds like a so,
get your passport, bro.
Theo does
Arthur,
protest too much. He's already booking a flight.
So when you were 19 and finally got to start watching wrestling and other soap operas, did you become a fan or?
Not really. Like, I appreciated the athleticism and like what they were doing. It wasn't something that I was interested in at the time. I was in college. I was also volunteering at church basically full time. So I was horribly burned out. I just didn't have time to watch TV.
And see, I think if you didn't grow up on wrestling and you start watching it in your late teens, early 20s and become a mega fan, that's a little questionable.
Well, and the Rock had already started to move out of wrestling at that point. It was boring. I don't remember exactly.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know exactly where it was, but it was like 2002, 2003, maybe even later. So it was really it was not good anymore.
You were at the tail end of the Attitude Era, and I appreciate what he's saying as well, and I'm going to catch some shit for this after my Conan comments in a previous stream, but Hulk Hogan lifting Andre the fucking Giant up over his head, like, guys, like, seriously, who doesn't want to be that fucking strong? That's a fucking epic, like, dude. The
storylines are scripted, but the script does not make the Andre the Giant not weigh like 900 pounds.
Yeah, exactly. Like, seeing Hulk Hogan do that's nothing but fucking impressive. I'm sorry.
No, I agree. That's what I like about wrestling is the talent. Quick question though, why would you want to watch men do it?
That was all that was on network TV at the time.
I would watch women do it too. That's fine.
No. But why would anyone watch men do this? That's what I don't get about wrestling. Especially naked men.
If they were
why
like
are we doing that?
Men, I'd get
like
it.
The Rhea Ripley thing, I get.
Well, okay, like if you grow up with wrestling as a kid, right? Then you're like, it's kind of like the same thing. You watch like Conan the Barbarian and like all these action heroes and stuff. They're like a performative action hero.
It's something for the man to aspire to become.
Yeah. So
Arthur, I think little boys don't see it as homoerotic.
I wanted to be like Hulk Hogan and the Undertaker and stuff, right? Or Macho Man Randy Savage.
Maybe,
maybe even to the point where you wanted to imitate how they talked and yelled at each
other.
Oh,
dude, like crazy motherfuckers too, like Ultimate Warrior, who did way more coke than anybody else in the ring. That guy was fucking nuts. But shit, I loved Ultimate Warrior, dude. He was crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. As an adult, though, it's pretty gay, though.
Like, yes, it's not like we're gonna do this at the next Vegas meetup or something. We're all gonna get oiled up and put on unitards and do it. That's not happening. But yes, it is.
What if Tonka Saw shows up? He was actually on my stream like 3 times in 2018 and 2019.
Oh wow!
Oh wow!
Yeah, I've deleted that stream. There is no proof.
Now, I got into that show, The Dark Side of the Ring, and it kind of showed, man, those guys all went through some shit. Nobody becomes a wrestler that had a good life. That's just like
no. The movies, any of the autobiographies you see from the stuff, any of the shit you saw recently about fucking McMahon and the shit that went on in no, there's nothing clean about anything that went on there. I mean, it's sad that Hulk Hogan passed, especially at 71. He probably had some great life. I mean, it's sad, but not really. Like, that man lived a full life. And this is kind of how I've, like, in dealing with, like, deaths that I've had years past now, it's like Hulk Hogan lived a life that most of us as men could dream of ever, like, having such a wild adventure in life. Like, he lived a full fucking life. Even at 71, like, what more could he have done?
Was it worth it though? He put his body just through the physical.
I mean, he put a lot of Gawker journalists out of work. So
yeah, nothing but respect there, man. He came out on the other side of it based. He came out of it on the other side of it, kind of committing himself somewhat to Christ. I mean, maybe not as much as somebody who did it their whole life, but at the same time, he found the Lord near the end, as many people do. But all the shit that he did back then, the coke, the women, the steroids, all of that stuff, it took years off his life. It was going to.
Yeah.
And maybe back then,
by
they don't
72
know
in wrestler years has to be like 120.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And don't forget, he saved Thunder Mountain with the 3 ninjas. Don't forget that.
Oh, yes.
That was actually filmed at the Elitch Gardens amusement park in Denver, Colorado.
Oh no shit!
So it was right between when they were selling it to Six Flags. They were preparing to build it up to turn it into a Six Flags for a short period of time. So I know that because I lived there.
I unironically love the Three Ninjas movies. All of them. I bought them for my kids. They enjoyed them. It's like, dude, you don't get film like that anymore. I could do a rant on the kind of shit you don't get as film for families and kids anymore. But yeah, Three Ninjas is great, dude.
The guy who played the youngest kid is now like pretty big on TikTok. He has a Krav Maga gym or like an MMA gym in Austin, Texas. He's hardcore lefty though.
Yeah, well, Hollywood did that unfortunately to child actors, but
yep.
Yeah, I think we talked about Hulk enough. Let's get to the next big one that I know at least as many people, if not more, probably arguably bigger. I think it's neck and neck with him and Hulk would be Ozzy Osbourne. Now, there's a guy who lived. You want to talk about self-abuse and
dude,
really upset that he's gone. But I'm really also impressed that he lived as long as he did, and dude, it seemed like the better part of his the last half of his life seemed to be solid. Pretty much from the late 90s through now.
The fact that he
don't
made
think
it
he
to
had
that
many
point
massive
is impressive.
relapses. You know,
No,
he wasn't.
The fact he went that hard and made it to the age he did. I'm not sad. I'm impressed. Like, he managed to play his last show just before he went out, almost doing what he loves to do the most. Like, I was a workaholic, and
that's where a lot of people are. You know, he didn't have an easy illness. Parkinson's. If you've had any like my grandfather had that. That's a pretty rough one, especially if it's a severe form like he had.
Well, you and
everybody's a trooper like fucking Michael J. Fox.
You and Selena went to the last concert, right?
What's that?
You and Selena went to the last concert, right?
You were able to go?
No. We saw Black Sabbath in 2013, 2014. We saw them over at the MGM Grand. Great show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Ozzy was still mobile. He was all over the place. I mean, he was a little shuffly, like he was in the later years. But
he wasn't even old then. It was impressive that he, especially with Parkinson's, man, the shit that can happen to you with Parkinson's. I mean, it's a neurological disorder and a neuromuscular disorder. My father had it, and it basically fucked his heart. He had like 3 heart attacks before he passed away, not from a heart attack, actually. Of all fucking things, he could no longer swallow or move his head, and downhill. Parkinson's, though, it's rough, man.
One of the, I guess, what's going on, what's kind of going around the ether involving this is, did he plan it? Because it was just so soon after his last concert, or was he just hanging on to do that farewell show, do the thing he loved
honestly,
one more time?
There's a lot
and then
of
went to bed and
people,
didn't wake up.
There's a lot of people where they're like, hey, I need to do this last thing before I go, or whatever.
Yep.
And they get to do the last thing. Like, I think you kind of know when it is your time up, right? Not saying like, okay, like a heart attack, but like, to a certain point, you kind of know, like, hey, I had this feeling that my body's shutting down. Let me do this one last thing. And I think that's probably what happened. He did his last thing, and within 2 weeks after, then that was his time to go. And I think that happens to a lot of people. So I think, you know,
and
some
Smoo
people
makes a good point here. I think his doctor gave him a time frame, and I think Sharon and him said, well, better do it now than now or never.
Well, there's a YouTuber right now. Okay, we have a couple instances on YouTube right now that happened. If Paul, one of the gun tubers, Paul Harrell. So he knew when it was time to go. He made a pre-made video. Like his doctor only gave him like a year or two to live. He made a pre-made video that was going to be released after he passed away. He started doing things his brother would take over the YouTube channel to keep the channel going, and he went out how he wanted to. And then the video was released a month after he passed, and he's like, "I know you're watching this now. That means I'm gone." Blah blah blah. I think if you don't know, lead attorney in Georgia, one of the law tubers. He right now he's going through a thing where he has
lead attorney sick.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I love that guy.
Yeah, he had a video talking about it where doctors gave him such amount of time, so he's just doing whatever on YouTube. I mean, he's still doing his health stuff, but
I mean, you saw that same thing kind of with Bruce. Well, there's question whether or not his management company was forcing him to do it or put him in anything because he couldn't make decisions. But like where Bruce Willis is right now, you kind of see he did all of those kind of janky movies. And I don't know. I want to believe that he did most of those exactly for kind of the reasons that were given. He wanted to make sure his family was set up because he knew that something was coming down the road for him. And it's unfortunate to see where Bruce Willis is now, but
he can't even speak anymore. I mean, he's probably not going to make it to the end of the year.
No, probably not, which is unfortunate. But
they said the next steps with his illness is his body will pretty much forget how to breathe and swallow.
That'll exactly what happened. That's what happened to my father with Parkinson's. He couldn't breathe and swallow anymore, and off to hospice he went.
To get back to Ozzy, that's why I think if he did choose his own exit, whether you're religious or not, I think that there have to be some exceptions. Normally, I'm 100% against that in every sense. I think it's selfish and all the, just a terrible thing to do to your family. But if this was pre-planned with his family and considering what he was going through, I don't think anybody on this plane or above should hold it against him.
No, I think that was great. If he knew, and I think that's great. I think that not only that, I think that it's great that his family made sure that he could do it because that's what he loved to do. The man was a performer, a consummate performer. He never left. He never stopped. He was always, this is my last one, and then he was fucking back like 3 years later. He's on tour again. He loved doing it, and look at the life he lived doing it. I mean, he lived a fuller life than most of us will in ours. He lived 3 of our lifetimes. In the shit that he had done. I mean, it's impressive.
When I was a kid here in town, the first ones, one of them, I actually got a job. I couldn't afford to go, so I got a job working here so I could go.
Did you quit after you got to go?
Yeah, it was just the one day.
Should have just volunteered for the show. So in another life, I was an AV tech, and so that's what we did. We had a lot of people at festivals and stuff. They would volunteer so that they could go to the show for free because they couldn't afford tickets.
Works out. Hey,
yeah.
As long as you're not jerking off and not doing what you're supposed to do, but still enjoying the show, getting what mediocre little tasks you have in between done. That's all great.
Man, I stopped volunteering. The last year it was San Diego Comic-Con, and I was on line patrol, and the 2 lines I wanted to go to so badly, and you're not allowed in. You just have to guide the next line. Was okay? So remember Afro Samurai? So this was the premiere for Afro Samurai 2, where you got to see RZA, got to meet the creator of Afro Samurai, the boy Samuel Jackson, everything. My friends were in the line. I was talking to them. I was like, oh, I wish I could go in so badly, and after they went in, so DVD comes out, the special edition, and my friends are on the fucking DVD. I was like, oh, fuck this shit. And I was like, man, I was every single time I watched the DVD, I was like, that could have been me on that fucking DVD. And then the next line, I don't care what other people say. I like the Sarah Silverman program at the time. So it was the second line was for that, and I wanted to go in there and see Sarah Silverman. I know she's like TDS right now, but at the time,
she was cute back then.
Yeah, at the time I was like, oh, I wish I was.
Then she started mistaking, like construction spray paint to warn people against power lines as German.
But that was the second line. So if you do Lion Patrol at San Diego Comic-Con for volunteer, like, okay, you get in the day for free. But if it's some line that of some shit you want to go into, they don't let you into the seminar. And you have to set up the next line for the next seminar. And it's fucking bullshit. I was like, damn.
Well, we got a wild Vaughn Coleman that just appeared. Vaughn, how's your week going?
Well, very productive. And I'm turning 26 this weekend, so that's good.
Woo. I remember when I was 26.
Old man.
I don't.
26.
So,
26 going on 18 from the looks of him.
Jesus.
All right.
Yeah,
so in
how
another
like
5
a
years, you'll be ready to
Vaughn.
start looking for your own place. It's good to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Dude,
hopefully
you'll probably make $1 million
Look,
off Phenomenova before you move out of home.
if only, dude. We're a couple of zeros off from that, you know.
in 4 more years, when Vaughn turns 30, he's gonna go to he's gonna get him a brand new house and just buy it cash outright, so he doesn't have to make any more payments. And that from all the comic book money, phenomenal.
Oh yeah.
Oh, comic book
He's
money.
also
That was
he's
a
also
joke.
gonna get
Comic
he's gonna
book
get
and
like
money?
the gold rimmed sunglasses, and he's gonna wear a gold chain and a wife beater everywhere because he is in New Jersey, so he's got to fit into when Vaughn gets money.
Who's going
he's
to
going
make him
to
his
Jersey.
Hot Pockets?
No, see, Vaughn, I'll tell you the secret. Move out of New Jersey. Go to a southern state.
Tennessee has no income tax.
Yeah, and
Georgia's
Georgia's getting ready to remove the income tax as well too. You're going to move to a southern state where the housing, you can buy you like 5 fucking acres for like $5,000. Pay an extra $5,000.
Not where I'm at.
Get you a fucking
Tennessee's
house.
a little pricey for sure.
Well, it
Yeah.
depends where you are in Georgia. It's how many do you like being around people that if you do is more expensive. If you hate neighbors, the cheaper it's going to be. Be the hate neighbor type of person and get you some
Be like Vagabond.
Yes.
Man, I mean, no, I think about because obviously I'm considering Vegas, I'm considering Nashville, I've considered, or Tennessee.
No, I think Vegas is a no-brainer because that gives you access to all the SoCal Comic Cons.
No, you come here.
And
We got Dragon Con.
San Diego's leaving. San Diego Comic Con is leaving San Diego. This is its last year, right?
Is it
San
really?
Diego?
I hadn't heard
Where's
that.
it going?
I hadn't heard that.
I thought they were done in San Diego.
I think
No,
you're full of shit.
Anime Expo in LA is getting ready to leave because one, there's too much room, and they won't expand because LA's expand even for the Olympics. So they voted in that hotel workers should get $30 an hour.
Fuck that.
All the contracts they had. No, hold on. They just did this bullshit, right? So all the contracts they had from hotels to like build up the place for the Olympics in LA coming up, they're all canceling, and they're like, "Hey, fuck this shit. We're leaving Los Angeles." So anything in fucking LA is going to be a piece of shit. And then I'm just hoping San Diego learns from this mistake because they have room to expand the San Diego Convention Center, which they have expanded it before. They could do that shit again. But other than
apparently, keep going.
Oh, I was like, other than that, and then who wants to build in fucking LA? As soon as a police officer sneezes and some black guy gets accosted somehow, they're gonna like burn up the fucking city or some shit, or like. ICE was doing some fucking raid at like some guy that probably murdered like 10 people, and then you got these fucking leftists like, oh shit, we gotta stop ICE or whatever. Oh, let's burn up the whole fucking city over one motherfucker. Like,
oh yeah,
just
I've got my clip for the week. Vagabond on California.
There we go. So it looks like in January. So this was something that's been talked about. Like years prior, in January, San Diego and the convention had come to an agreement to stick around until 2027. So if they're keeping the contract that short for it, I don't know that it has long left in the
way they built they got rid of the Qualcomm Stadium to build the stadium for the fucking Padres in downtown. They'll make fucking room. The LA is a whole nother fuking story. LA is
LA. And we'll probably not talk about that anymore because that has nothing to do with Ozzy Osbourne. But right now, ours has got to go. So we're going to give ours an out. So Aqualad, tell everyone where you're going to be and how they can find you.
What did I miss?
Don't worry, you guys will never see this shirt ever again on stream.
Oh, hang on, stand up.
The internet's forever, baby. We don't need to.
Somebody
That's
clip
good
this,
shit.
please. Get a screen cap.
That's good stuff.
You know you're in trouble if Vaughn Coleman likes the shirt.
I literally have like 3
Bro, you're an adult. What the fuck?
Ours is gonna burn that
Theo.
shirt when he leaves right now.
The only reason I have this shirt is
Bro, you're fucking grown.
Theo, I've had this
Oh,
shirt for
time out, Theo.
I've had this shirt for like 5 or 6 years. Okay, I only have this for when I'm out of normal
There's no
shirt.
age limit for
So
reading
wait a minute,
Aquaman.
Vaughn, are you
No.
really gonna do the hear me out for Arz's shirt?
Yeah, I never defend Arza, but I will defend Aquaman. All right.
Look, I support his defense of Aquaman, but not of this shirt. This shirt, I look like a fucking
right.
Cheeto. Okay,
Well, you look
It looks like a 10.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's because you're wearing it now. If I
All
was
right,
wearing
I've
it,
heard
it'd be a
enough
different
from the
story.
Brotherhood of Perpetual Virginity here. Can we move
All
on?
right. You're right.
Anyway.
I should follow your footsteps and go to strip clubs to reform them.
Okay. We're not talking about me. We're not talking about me, actually.
No. Let's open.
Theo's got all of his dating profiles
None of
set
that
to how
is
many baby
relevant
daddies
to what's
does she
going
have.
on here.
You know what's gonna happen, Theo? I'll tell you exactly what's gonna happen. Is you're gonna find a girl who's perfect in every way, and you're gonna instead go to some chick with daddy issues because you have a compulsion to fix women. You're the exact male.
Okay,
equivalent
I'm gonna
of
need
that
you to
girl.
stop
You're
reading
the
my
exact-
DMs,
you're the
Vaughn.
male
That's
equivalent.
inappropriate.
You're
Vaughn's-
the male equivalent of that girl who's like, you know, I need something this, and then they find a guy who's fucking broken as shit, but
Bro,
hot,
for real.
and goes to him. You're
For
the
real.
male equivalent of that. That is
No,
what
I-
you are.
No, real
I want a
quick
trans
personal anecdote.
Catholic girl. No, you don't.
Real
you
quick,
don't.
quick personal anecdote about this. So one time I was in a comedy show and there were 2 girls, and one of them was attending the local law school, and we had a spirited conversation about whether or not humanity was worth saving, and it was beautiful. And then I ended up fucking shoving her into a storm drain because her friend said she didn't like condoms. And I was like, that's my type.
There we go.
Yeah.
The self-report.
Theo's so easy to read. Anyway, but if you'd like to hear Theo have his absolutely fantastic spirited debate, or I'm going to be on his show tomorrow to discuss something, and other than that, I'll come back eventually with Fantastic Four review eventually.
Fan
See
four
you guys.
stick.
Good to hear. Arza, always a pleasure to have you. See you. I'll see you tomorrow too. So see you then, buddy.
Yeah. Oh, it's Fantastic Four. So can we dude, the Pedro Pascal memes have been so fucking funny. Where it's like Pedro Pascal's anxiety, and it's a guy fucking a chick.
Okay, so I think I know there are a lot of people that passed away that we may not be able to get to all of them. That's why I made the thing. So I do want to talk about that because here's the thing. I feel like I need to defend Pedro just a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Oh no! Here we go.
Hear me out. Okay, so here's the thing. So have you watched the videos of him interacting with Vanessa Kirby? That's her name, right?
Yes.
Okay. Like she's got like all touch in his neck. This is a.
I agree.
That's the 2 of them.
A
That was
married
weird
pregnant
with the 2 of
woman.
them.
This
Dude, if I was
we're
the
not
husband-
watching, creepy Pedro, with anxiety. No, we're watching just 2 celebrities have an affair.
Yes,
what we're
exactly.
seeing.
No,
And it
no,
takes 2
Iron.
to fucking tango.
Iron, go watch he does this same shit with Willem Dafoe's wife at a thing, and you could see Willem Dafoe like move his hand away and give him like a "I'm about to fucking hit you" guy face. I'm just waiting for Pedro Pascal to pull this shit with some guy from the NBA and get a right cross that puts him through a fucking wall.
You notice he doesn't get anxiety when he's just hanging out with dudes?
Or Bella
Yeah,
Ramsey.
well, that's because he's more comfortable with dudes.
I know exactly what he's doing because there's this black guy I see at every convention here in Georgia, and I expect him the same thing. So there's this black guy pretending to be gay. Oh, I think he's pretending to be gay. So he's doing like the pretend to be the gay best friend bullshit, and like he gets with like all the hottest chicks at the fucking conventions, and I'm like, I was sitting there, this motherfucker. Like
No, I've known straight guys that use that non-threatening kind of effeminate approach.
Male feminists,
and it works.
bullshit. Oh, yeah.
Not male feminists, effeminate. They act. These guys aren't like the
Theo knows.
like girl
Yeah,
power.
that
No,
crushes.
they fucking are just kind of they act kind of gay. They just act kind of, you know.
Yeah,
they're a different kind of predator.
He did this.
Yes.
The problem is he forgot to drop the act.
And
But I was just too
because because they act so girly, they act like they can get away with touching, and then they lead into it a little more, and it works for them all the time.
Like King of the Hill had an
women,
episode
maybe.
about it where Bill pretended he was a gay barber.
Bro. And can I say something, dude? Like, okay, hitting on single women is like trying to get into the NBA playoffs. You're competing against everybody. Hitting on married women is more of like a Harlem Globetrotter situation where you just have to beat the guy who you just got to be better than the current guy.
Yeah.
And because women are so easily bored now, that's really not that hard to do. Like a lot of married women out here acting single. And I agree with you, Professor.
Well,
it
that's
takes
in
two to
Vegas.
tango. This woman is.
Oh yeah, Vanessa Kirby and him.
She's back too. She's back.
Vanessa Kirby was passing it along, and I thought, okay, there's that. Just maybe that's just a scenario, but apparently there are other clips of him out there trying this shit with other women, and I saw the Willem Dafoe one.
Yeah,
so he tried until he found one that it worked. He kept trying.
Exactly. Well, that's what they do, though.
Bring back
that is the behavior.
Bring
that
back
is the behavior
dueling.
for it.
This is a duel.
No, not even dueling. Like seriously, I like if Willem Dafoe would have laid him out. Like, and Willem Dafoe's a scary motherfucker. Like, he might not lay him out, but he might like show up behind Pedro at a club in the middle of the night and like drag him into a fucking room and have him skinned. Like,
or no, like that episode of Family Guy when he just slides out from under Stewie's bed. Hey, Stewie, you sleeping? All right, I'll come back later.
Like, I would, yeah, definitely. Willem Dafoe's wife is not the one you're going to be trying that shit with because he's going to have something done to you. But yeah, like I said, he's going to try this shit with the wrong person eventually. And most guys who do this shit, especially with married women, they wind up finding the guy that isn't going to put up with their shit.
Is this the first male celebrity we've seen hit on married women? It's definitely not.
No, not
I think he's getting a little extra heat because everybody's.
It's because he's taking the beta.
People are sick of him and being in everything. This might be the first one to do that. He didn't even invent that game.
No, he didn't invent the game, but he's the guy currently in front of it because you see him because he's fucking everywhere and in everything.
That's my point.
Yes.
I think he's getting a lot more heat than he deserves.
Oh, for doing that shit, no, because
I wish they'd quit putting him in everything, and I think he's acting like a creep.
Bro,
but they all do.
No, bro, you're out of pocket for this one. I'm sorry. What he's doing right now in public in front of Jesus and everybody is the kind of thing men used to get shot for.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he should get shot now. On Minecraft. He should get shot in Minecraft.
Like I said, all he needs to do
is he the only one? Is he the only one to do it, or are we just noticing it more because it's this guy who's just
in the moment? I think he might be the only one we're actually seeing because I can't think of any other guy pulling the bait.
Charlie Sheen.
Charlie Sheen. Well, George Clooney, but George Clooney was good looking enough to get away with it.
Yeah,
but I mean, Charlie Sheen would fuck your wife. He didn't care.
That's true.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, though. Charlie Sheen was not necessarily this beta. Charlie Sheen wasn't doing this beta touchy shit.
Right.
Charlie Sheen was like Charlie fucking Sheen.
We did see this earlier this year with Harry Sisson and his text message.
Yes.
Yeah, but
The biggest surprise of that is that Harry Sisson is interested in girls.
No. That's okay, but you guys are getting it though. It's not the fact that he's doing bullshit. It's the fact that he's doing it in this like weezily feminine way that
it's slimy, greasy way.
People mad.
And,
I will give you that. Because
I think when Caesar fucked Scottie Pippen's wife and then went to the studio and made a song about it. I just fucked your bitch in some Gucci flip flops. Nobody cared because that was macho as shit. Right?
Yeah.
But that's manly. That's something I can pop to. But like this shit, is so weaselly. It's weaselly.
I am just your friend.
And it's even more annoying that it worked on.
You're helping me with my anxiety.
Like, look at a chick that looks like Vanessa Kirby doesn't like. He's too greasy and dirty and just shitty looking to be able to pick that kind of like. He shouldn't. That is a different ball game than where Pedro sits. Pedro is
I need to do an
barely
emotional
above Theo.
support sex act real quick. Just give me a second. Come here. Let me finger blast you. What the fuck is this, bro?
Speaking of what the fuck,
shoot this man in Minecraft.
I follow like these hot cosplay chicks, and there are girls that are like smoking hot that are thirsting for Pedro Pascal, and I'm like,
Well, I think
that shit's weird. The
because
daddy shit with him
over the
fucking
past
makes
several
me grossed
decades,
out.
we've eliminated masculinity
Mhm.
from the popular culture, and that being what was propped up as being attractive. I mean, back in the fucking 80s, Tom Selleck in Magnum PI was what was dropping all the fucking panties.
Oh yeah, panties were just disintegrating in front of him.
I think that's why my mom fucked my dad, because he had a Tom Selleck mustache. I think that's actually why I exist. Is Tom Selleck.
And chat, we can all thank Tom Selleck for Theo Snodgrass's existence.
Exactly.
Thank you,
Every
Tom Selleck.
single man on this, even on this panel right now, has more testosterone and more masculinity than Pedro Pascal has ever had in his existence. Like, period. But like, even Vaughn, 18-year-old Coleman has more masculinity coursing through him than he. And I don't get it, because Vanessa Kirby is not an unattractive woman. She is playing in a different ballpark on a whole different kind of stadium than Pedro Pascal is. Pedro Pascal is barely a nut hair above where Theo is. But still,
are we gonna just put this all on fucking Pedro Pascal for being a Weasley? Fucking, he's one of those guys. We have all seen that. It's not new. He's just more mainstream with it. We've all seen it before in our past. But are we not going to hold Vanessa Kirby, who's married and expecting another man's
Oh no,
child,
she's a hoe.
Fucking
definitely
fingering his neck
when that baby comes out and is like, "Hello."
Here's the thing. I gotta defend her a little bit, because women. Because listen, because women are
Theo
just
can
like
fix
that.
her.
Women are just like that. That's how they are.
Not all women.
No, definitely not all.
Dog shit.
No, that's a Hollywood actress kind of shit.
Is. Yeah,
Hollywood females are like that.
She's emotionally
regular good women are not.
Old. She's a hollow shell of a human being that only exists because of external validation.
That's
just
the only reason Pedro Pascal
she can't do
exists,
any better.
though.
Exactly.
That's all of them. She's done. Who's her husband? Like, I'm gonna look up Vanessa Kirby's husband right now and see how much she's downgrading.
Yeah, she's just dog shit, bro. Like, she can't do any better. She's just dog shit.
See, this kind of reminds me of the whole Ryan Reynolds' nobody wife that was in that TV show no one watched it, and Justin something or other. But we're all seeing that and like, oh, what a horrible guy. It's like, no, they were cheating and they got caught, and she threw him under the bus.
Yeah, immediately.
So, I just shared a picture of her with her husband.
They're just like this. This is what I'm saying.
This is the guy she's married to, apparently.
Good gravy.
He's not.
Holy shit.
He's not bad looking. Is he?
Good thing Arzakhan's not here. He'd get pregnant watching.
Yeah, he would. This guy.
She's kind of mid. I'm not gonna lie.
No, she's she gets up out of bed in the morning and she's a rock solid 7, barely. But still, she's got money, she's got fame, and she's thin, petite, and attractive enough that she does. Like, Pedro Pascal is out. Pedro Pascal is the guy Vagabond was talking about at Comic-Con. He's out at trashy bars getting women that will fall for the fact that, oh, you've been in a movie I saw once, even if he looks like a greasy fucking hermit.
Dude, all right. So I don't, for the record, I don't hate Pedro Pascal. Like,
I think you should. He's everything wrong. He's everything wrong with Hollywood. He has no talent. He's completely vapid and empty. He's the same in he's so mid in everything that he does. He did one thing right, and maybe half a thing right in Narcos.
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones, he was right.
Yeah, he was really fucking good in Narcos.
Yeah, so he has those things, but that's like the only things that he's ever been in.
Hold on, even though the second Kingsman
was not a good movie, he was good.
He was great.
I'll agree with you. Everybody was good. I liked that movie. It was just
and he was good at playing like a man in that movie. I'm gonna say it.
Mandalorian, I think he was fine, but literally anyone.
That wasn't him.
Role.
He was a voice actor. John Wayne's grandson was good as Mandalorian.
Also setting aside
we could have had
all
John
of this,
Wayne's grandson's voice.
Yeah, right. Like, why was he the one in the suit more often than not? Pedro was never there.
I don't know. I feel like the discourse about whether or not Pedro Pascal is a good actor is completely secondary to the fact that he finger blasts women in public, people's wives. Like, can we just cover that real quick? I think all of this is completely.
No, he's a piece of shit. Like he sucks. It's like, a multiple level of him being a piece of shit. Do you know why we're watching him? I'll tell you why we're watching him is because he is not George Clooney. He is not Robert Downey Jr. He's not even Chris Evans. He is discount fucking actor man that we can put in. He'll read lines. He may not be good or great or he's mediocre. You can put him in anything. He's a male that will stand in as a male, even if nobody believes anything he does is masculine. But he doesn't cost the studio money, and he is so empty that he will read lines, and he's probably really easy to work with because he doesn't have a thought process. He just does whatever he's told.
Okay, no, here's
Manchurian Hollywood.
Go ahead, you go first.
I got to bring up the weight of the crippling weight of talent or whatever. The movie with him.
That was all Nick Cage's. That was Nick Cage's charisma carrying him, bro.
Okay,
dude, that was Nick Cage,
here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, though. Because you guys are right. He's been in some good stuff, but what he is, I think the reason he bothers me is he's the perfect woke man. Think about it.
Yes.
He's completely feminine. He cares so much about women's feelings. He just said the other day, I can only learn from powerful women. And
God.
What else is he? He's unmarried. He's a lifelong bachelor. He's a genetic dead end. He has no children. He exists to make his female co-stars feel emotionally safe and comfortable and have their feelings validated. That's why he exists, right? And because of that,
so they can give him the stunner.
No, but here's the thing. He has men. We know that's fake.
Yes.
The women around us do not.
Yes.
And that's what's frustrating. It's like they're like, oh, and it's like that's a predator move, and they're like, oh, you're just jealous.
Yeah,
you're just jealous.
No, that's the thing. He is not good looking. Like this is the problem.
No,
he is not good looking
are
enough.
Very easily fooled by.
I don't know.
Because he emotionally manipulates women.
I know. That's how I know. That's how I fucking know. That's how I know.
Vaughn, gentlemen, to Theo's credit, he doesn't dress like a greasy asshole in order to do it, though. Like, look at this shit. He wore this expensive white suit with a thin fucking wife beater underneath it and a scarf. I wanted to punch him just for the fucking outfit. It was terrible. That was a crime against women, a crime against fashion, a crime against acting. There isn't anything that this man is not guilty of.
You just said a crime against fashion.
I did.
No, Arthur, if you were here last show when Professor Savage Gay was going off about his affinity for sweaty, half-naked men in media, glistening and grappling.
Well, I gotta hop off. I got my own stream to head to. So thanks for having me on, guys. It's been a lot of fun.
You're welcome back anytime.
Yeah.
Just let me.
It's
We
bring it out,
do this
Arthur.
show every Friday. If you ever want to come back on, just even if it's short notice, I usually have room. Just let me know, man.
All right, I'll ping you after the baby's born. I'm not gonna do any extra stuff until after the baby's born because trying to be a good husband and father, because I don't want Pedro Pascal to steal my woman either.
Very true.
All right, Arthur. Watch
Thanks
out
for
for
having
the
me.
Pedros out there, and you have a good night, man. Just good having you on.
Have a great night.
All right, take care, man.
My wife wanted me to pull. Oh God, my wife wanted to see what he was wearing, and I pulled this picture up of him. I'm going to share this. This looks.
Wait a minute, Devastator. If this is fucking true, then July isn't done with us yet.
Oh shit, dude!
Bill fucking Collins is in hospice. I had heard he wasn't doing real well, but I hadn't heard it got that bad yet.
Jesus.
Damn.
He's I think he's arguably the greatest musician in the world.
One of, absolutely. In the Air Tonight is just one of those songs. It never gets old. That song will never be played out.
No.
I shared something for Theo. If you can try to pull this off, don't see. Look at him. How? Look at this look. I'm sorry. He looked seriously. If you gave him a gold chain and a fucking turquoise fucking polo, he'd be Chris Hansen would just appear out of fucking nowhere. Look at that mustache. The fit. No, everything about my wife just walked away because she was disgusted. he's wearing a tank top, like he had it open like this, the chest open, and he had a shitty wife beater, thin ass tank top underneath all of that, and it's like, but look at him, how. Ladies out there in the audience, let's see who's still in here potentially. Selena would never look at another man other than him. Yeah, they all left when we started talking about Pedro. They're like, oh, gross. But if there's any ladies left in chat, please tell me. Are you wanting to call this? Excuse me while I prep to throw up, but daddy.
It is funny that we have this next to him saying, "Oh, my childhood crush was Harrison Ford." I think he's lying. I think he's using that.
Yes.
I'm just gay enough to be not threatening.
Yes.
But he's really gonna fuck your wife.
Yes. I'm telling you.
This outfit.
I have run this play before.
I want to see Theo wearing
know
this
what
outfit.
I'm looking at, dude.
You pretending to be gay?
Is Gal down for this? Any ladies? I just want to know if anybody, any females at all in the chat are interested
have you
in this
pretended
look.
to be interested in men sexually?
No, but this is part of the same line. It's part of the same line. I cannot confirm nor deny this is the thing I've gone to.
I don't think Pedro has a sexuality. I think he is whatever his management company tells him to be that morning.
Right.
And that's what he is. Because I don't think there's enough active up here for him to be into anything.
If he's coming, like you were telling me, and I hadn't seen him with Willem Dafoe's wife or some of these other women acting a little inappropriate.
The mustache, dye his hair blonde, and he's older Fred from Scooby Doo. He has as much acting as Fred as well.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. Diana says, "Oh no, that's not it." Diana is in the chat though. Anybody though? Oof.
You can tell him what I said. I don't care.
Like he looks like who?
Yeah, it was good. No, that was a good point. Probst's wife said that if you shave his mustache and dye his hair blonde, he looks like an anemic Fred from Scooby Doo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Does Fred have him? Oh yeah, never mind. You said not.
Shave this annoying stubble that he fucking keeps it at. Like, dude. Fucking shave it
I
off.
think the other thing that drives me crazy is just how much he's being pushed. He is the new movie star. This is
he's the new
male star that all the men want to be like and all the women want. No. That's just
this is why I refuse to see Fantastic Four. Even if it isn't bad, I'm not paying to see that movie because I'm not supporting the idea that he is in any way should be a male lead for anything.
Well, it's not even that. He's just straight up to me doesn't strike me as Reed Richards.
No, it's just a horrible miscasting.
Like there are characters I could see he could potentially play, but Reed Richards I just do not see. Straight up. I just don't see it.
Mm-hmm.
But he was cheap.
No, we already
what Disney needed.
I mean, come on. They could have found somebody with just enough fame and just the right price point that they could have got. There are a lot, and I don't think he's as cheap as you think. I think he's probably he's probably one of the highest paid actors right now.
Can I ask you guys something?
Only due to the number of films that he's in. I don't think he's paid that highly.
So, but this is clearly a psyop, right? So why this guy? I think it's my perfect woke man theory. I think they're trying to sell.
No, I think you're absolutely 100% correct.
Because
I can't his price point.
Because here's the thing, because it's like because he was dope as Oberyn Martell in season 4 of Game of Thrones. That was one of my favorite parts of that
really
season.
Downhill.
But other than that, I mean, he's like fine at acting, I guess. But like, I don't mind him even being in stuff. What I'm bothered by is they're trying to tell me this obvious sexual predator is the hottest man who's ever walked the earth. And what's bothering me more than that is that so many women are buying into it.
Yeah.
I'm like, Jesus Christ.
It seems to be more men that are rejecting him than women.
Overweight leftist females are the ones who are really the most into him.
No, there's some hot chicks that are into him, and he's driving.
They're lying about it. They wouldn't fuck him if he showed up in front of him versus just about anybody else they'd have in their
it's like
potentiality. They would, That's what it is more than anything.
Yeah, it's like I think we're getting to it now. I think this is like a political virtue signal to signal attraction to Pedro Pascal. It's to say, I know we're all secretly horny for like muscular bearded men, and these MAGA guys are driving us nuts, but we're not. That's not real. No. I'm a good woman. I'm attracted to this wispy fag that they're trotted out for us. I like him, right? It's a virtue signal to the other woke white ladies that you're one of the good ones, to say I'm attracted to Pedro Pascal.
Oh yeah. My wife was just telling me that actually the first guy to play Reed Richards she'd be down for, but absolutely not this guy.
Oh,
but she has a thing for British actors. What was his name? Ian Grifford or whatever. He actually like guy looks. He aged pretty well. I'll give him that. He aged into the role for sure. That's if you're going to choose Reed Richard looking dudes, I think this is probably a little more in line with what we would hope for. Why do I have this sunlight just burning into my face right now?
Yeah, it's weird. It's gotten to the point of like putting him in stuff that he's not qualified for. I didn't think he was good. I don't know. I thought his acting as Joel from The Last of Us was good, but I was like not sure. And
I still haven't watched it, but I never even played the first game after I saw what happened in the second one.
Yeah,
the first game is great. Just ignore the second one.
Yeah, like that. Talk about an IP that shot itself in the foot on purpose. That was crazy.
Well, the Neil Druckmann, the guy who made or helped make Drillman or whatever his name is, like that guy. So basically, they made Last of Us 1 perfectly fine. The guy went to a seminar by Anisia Sarkeesian, feminist frequency, and he was like, "My whole world's changed," and that's how we got Last of Us 2. Yeah.
Well, Last of Us 2, here's the thing. I don't, in theory, this is where I guess I disagree with some people. In theory, think it's necessarily. I admire that it's ballsy for them to do what they did right out the gate. But if you're gonna do that, follow it up with something fucking amazing. And they didn't.
Nope.
Like if it, that's where it really bothers me.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just getting back. I had to pee. So this is the original actor that played Reed. From
He's
the
only
Fox
2 years older than Pedro.
Yeah, he's still the right age. No, he's perfectly fine. This guy, he's in quite a few things that I liked.
Yeah,
he was a perfectly acceptable Reed. In fact, most of the casting in the Fox movies was pretty spot on.
I didn't even mind Jessica Alba. I mean,
I don't.
She was the roughest one. She was kind of just hired because she was hot.
Yeah, she's just hot. Michael Chiklis still to this day, I think, is probably the best person to have as Thing's voice. Like he was
100%.
so.
Yeah, he was great.
Fuck, he was so fucking.
And I think
good,
Julia McMahon, the other one who just passed away, I think he was a great Dr. Doom.
Oh, dude, he got handed a shit script. Is what happened there. He's a better actor
had he been in the right movie with the right script.
Yeah, had they not shown Doom's face and him sitting in a boardroom from the beginning, he was shot like dead on arrival. That performance, it was. He did the best
because it wasn't
given.
real Dr. Doom. It was just their interpretation. But anyway, that's not. So. Where are we at the Pedro thing? So my whole thing is, he's running a game. We've all seen it before. He's not the first one to do it. I think he's getting a lot of attention just because he's getting a lot of attention. I do agree that it's a psyop, but I think that there's been a lot of skirting the responsibility off of Vanessa Kirby.
No, Vanessa Kirby,
she's awful,
like it worked on her. It had no business working on somebody that looks like her, though.
Okay, here's the thing, guys. You're pissing up a rope trying to hold a woman accountable. At some point, you just have to accept it that they're never going to take responsibility for their actions ever, and that's just the way it is.
But
Hollywood actress
pretending like women have equal agency.
Which is why,
wealthy Hollywood actress, yes,
to hold them accountable, Theo. We're doing our job as men because they can't do it.
I know, but I guess having expectations. I don't think we should have expectations for women. I think we should just accept that they're gonna be horrible.
You are a sim.
No, I have no. This is the thing. Well, see, Theo, this is why you're gonna end up with the Russian hooker that steals your liver. is because
they're
you're
all
you're
like
not,
this.
Why can't I move
not
him?
no, not all of them are like this, Theo. That's the problem. The bad ones are like this. The Hollywood actresses are like this. The women that you should not be putting your dick into, they're gonna fall
You're
for
the
that.
ones he's gonna do that.
It's all the ones I've met so far.
Theo,
Well, you're in Vegas. You've really got to. You've got to.
Theo, you chose. We were all telling you, no, don't go for the hooker. Don't go for the hooker. You went for the hooker anyway.
Bro, he didn't just go, man. He got on a plane. He went all the way up into the atmosphere, put on the parachute, and he jumped out of the plane and skydived with the hooker. Okay,
No, it's not an intervention. You know why? Because our last intervention failed.
Yeah, Nip Tuck was a great show, Snake.
No, like there are plenty of normal women if you don't find them on the internet or in a comedy or strip club in Vegas or a bar on the strip in Vegas.
That's where they make them, Professor. That's where they're at. That's where the women are at.
That's where some of the women are at. Not all of them are there. There are other places that they are. You are in Vegas, by the way. You're like Iron Oxide over here is a fucking outlier in Vegas. He got lucky. He's already punching above his weight, and he's got a decent woman who isn't going to do this shit to him. So you just got to realize where you're at as well. You know.
Well, okay. So when I say we were talking about the middle 70% of the bell curve right now, that's like woke psyop,
yes,
right? That's just like completely unpalatable to be around. And you take one of these women that's been psyop to think Pedro Pascal is hot, which this broad obviously is, right? And then you put her in his proximity, and he starts doing that, emotional support finger banging to her. You know what I mean? Like, I think actually she's been like.
If you're doing this on the look scale, though, I think she's in the bit of an outlier. Like most of the women who think Pedro Pascal is this and who would fuck the women who would like if you did a Venn diagram of the women who look like this and who would actually fuck Pedro Pascal, there's only a tiny bit of overlap.
Yeah.
Most of it is women who look like women.
I'm a little concerned.
Speaking of
women who have septum piercings and would fuck the Pedro Pascal.
Oh, that's a good one.
I'm a little concerned about how long you guys have been talking about Pedro Pascal for now. And
that's what she said.
Like left the stream. I came back like 10 minutes later. Still talking about Pedro.
I agree. I think we've given him far too much air. Like Ethan Van Sciver, the less you talk about him, the more he'll go away.
I agree. Now, anyway, back to Pedro Pascal.
I am a
all right, Bad Sauce, how the fuck are you, man? It's good to see you here.
I'm good. I just had to join in. I missed out on Prof being super gay again.
Yep.
Hey, that was bare. There was no gayness there. I said it was an impressive physical feat for a man to lift Andre the Giant over his head. That's it.
I think you also said something about I wonder how hard it would be to be under one of those men and lifting them, of course.
I don't think I ever said that. No,
don't get him started again. Don't get him started again.
When you said no, that was you're mistaking something I said at the beginning of the show when you talked about a soft intro, and I said I usually have a hard intro.
Hard.
All right.
Yeah.
Pause.
Thanks for derailing the show, Prof. Always good.
That's what I'm here for.
Oh, okay.
We can move on. 69
Pedro, I did want to get to that subject. That was pretty good. I think you and Vaughn, you both messed. We started off talking about Hulk Hogan and Ozzy. Any thoughts on either one of those two massive ones?
I mean, yeah, I didn't grow up with a ton of Hulk stuff, but I obviously knew him. That was a big one. And then, of course, Thunder Lips in Rocky 3. You can't forget that.
Oh, yeah.
And then, I mean, Ozzy, dude, I mean, he was a legend, man. It's a rough one. Crazy. I mean, I know Crazy Train's like the basic one, but I remember playing that on the piano. It was one of the songs I would play on the piano. And I'd listen to that over and over and over and over again. So, it was a rough one.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a great year.
This month has been pretty wild.
Been horrible.
Just pretty rough in general.
Can we just no one die on my birthday, please?
At least none of these guys are like young, and you know what I mean. Like as much as I dig
Malcolm
Ozzy,
Jamar Warner was only in his 50s.
Yeah.
Who?
Malcolm Jamar
Warner.
No, I know, but like he played one role that was popular. Yeah.
Oh, he was the come on. He was in a ton of shit over the years.
Yeah, and I mean that was a little bit preventable, but no, I'm just kidding. No, I mean, so Hulk Hogan, I mean, he was a wrestler. There was like, I'm surprised he made it this long, you know, with the amount of steroids he took. And then Ozzy Osbourne, everyone's surprised he made it this long. I mean, like, dude's awesome, but like, he made it way longer than anyone expected.
Yeah.
I mean, he's never not mumbled his words since I've been around. So
yeah, you guys don't remember, even when he was clear speaking Ozzy, he was still like, "The fuck did Ozzy just say?" Yeah. We're talking like back interviews in the 80s, and he's just like pouring orange juice all over the counter during an interview. Hold on, let me see if I can find that. That is great. Give me just a second here. Go ahead and anybody else go ahead. Prof, you have anything gay to say? Now's your time.
I haven't had anything gay to say the entire night, actually. Just let's see. There we go. I was back. Sorry, I had to go get some whiskey. But
I'm gonna head out, guys. I just wanted to come for that little short moment.
You wanted to come?
No homo.
Wow, that was
no
pretty
homo.
gay. Wow, Bat Sauce just wanted to come, apparently. God
Later,
damn.
guys.
And I was saying something gay. Bat Sauce.
See you later, Bat Sauce. Good having you.
Fuck Bat Sauce. What a scum.
You would. I'm not that. I don't swing that way, but you're more than welcome to do that.
No.
You said it. No one else did. That was a Vaughn Coleman.
Oh man. Shut the fuck up.
Oh man.
Wait, you know what just got confirmed apparently, because I just saw this when I was scrolling. More bad news. So you guys ever play Mario games? You go through all these hoops and everything to rescue Princess Peach. Apparently, he's been a simp the whole time.
Yeah, they're just friends. They're just
what
friends.
a simp.
That's crazy.
Fuck that.
I don't believe that is no.
That's bullshit. That's retcons.
I really. People are already saying that they're misquoting the people from Nintendo that said that, because there's they're hearing what they want to hear and translating it the way they want to translate it. Because the interview is in Japanese and they're translating it to English, and they just want it to be like, no, in fact,
it's like the people who do their
Mario and
woke
Luigi
shit.
Yes.
Yeah,
it's like woke anime translations. They're doing the shitty job of translating it on purpose.
Well,
that would be bullshit, man.
They're like the woke translations are not even translations. They're just like, all right, instead let's make it about feminism or some bullshit. And
absolutely, dude. I can't wait till AI takes over translating anime, dude.
So like the biggest one was Dragon's Maid. It's about this dragon, it becomes a maid or whatever. So okay, well, not to bore you with anime talk, but I guess.
No, it's okay. No, it was just like this is. I swear it's not hentai. I'm assuming.
Oh, probably yeah. Well, basically, the maid was wearing something different or whatever, and it came in the house, and then the regular Japanese is like, oh, well, she was just hot or whatever, and didn't want to feel like putting anything else on. Well, the English version, they changed it to where it was because it was about the patriarchy and didn't want men looking at her and shit. Which was like completely different.
Speaking of anime,
apparently New
Vagabond
4 is good.
Yeah,
I keep hearing that.
And what happened with Black Sabbath? We all ended up junkies and alcoholics and everything. Like the drummer ended up in a
look at that fucking
rehabilitation center. I did for a while.
So he looks exactly like my best friend's mom in 1992. The robe and everything.
Yes.
Like, you boys want some scrambled eggs? Have a bucket of Virginia Slim cigarette hanging out her mouth.
I was about to say, white dudes need to bring back the hair days back again from the 80s and shit.
Oh hell yeah! Bring back hair metal.
And then in the end, disaster happens. It's inevitable to happen. Disaster, because it's like drugs. They were okay at the time, but we outgrew them. We just, we took LSD, we took cocaine, we took vast amounts of marijuana. It was fun at the time, but then we all just sort of this ain't a very good idea anymore.
So you have a more stable life now?
No.
Oh man, I used to have this fat ass friend named Curtis. And
How the story starts?
No, we were at it was like lunch or some shit, and his ass fell down some fucking stairs. There was only like 3 fucking steps, and it was so fucking loud. Like everyone, and like this was during lunch, everyone just looked at Anna's direction. So his fat ass tried to pretend he was doing fucking push-ups and shit.
When he fell.
Yeah. Oh, that was funny as shit.
That's great.
All right, let's see what else we got. I was going to bring up Malcolm Jamal Warner, but I guess, Bat Sauce is racist and didn't want to talk about that. So,
right.
Yeah.
He has a problem talking about swimming.
I think that's what makes it tragic. He was a very young guy. He was there vacationing with his entire family, and he just happened to take his daughter out for, I think, a morning swim, and it was the undertow.
You gotta watch it. Depending on where you're at, it'll get you.
Want taste?
Yeah. Maybe
Maybe that's why black people don't go swim usually. That was fine. I mean, I can swim. I just don't go swimming against currents and shit. But we did in my area. We just had this black guy that passed away, but he died He saved 13 kids that were drowning. And then what the 14th kid, then he ended up drowning himself.
Damn.
And that was just a few weeks ago in my area.
That's a fucking hero though, man.
Yeah, so that's just happened recently.
Damn.
This is the thing. We're all old and more people are going to die around us even the older we get. The shit just doesn't stop, guys. Is
that a threat, dude?
No, you're 18. Well, no, so to be fair, Vaughn, you live in Jersey. Like you walk outside and find bodies. You walk outside, there's bodies in the bushes. You go out to your car. There's just one in the trunk that someone you never even knew.
New Jersey? What are you talking about?
That's where the mob leaves their bodies. That's why that's what New Jersey is known for. Dead bodies and the Jersey Devil. Yeah. You don't know that you've seen a dead body. Your mother took your head and pushed you this way when you were the reason why they loaded up.
The reason why they put them bodies out there is because the New Jersey Devil cleans it up by eating them.
Yeah, exactly.
The Jersey Devil is that southern New Jersey, all right? That's not even near.
Yeah, that's exactly. You're in northern New Jersey where there isn't even a Jersey Devil to clean it up. It's just the quote waste management end quote that show up in the middle of the night for no reason to pick up carpets.
Next time we're all in Vegas, we'd all need to get like wasted or high or whatever, or eat them fucking gummies and like watch Animal Planets, the one with the cryptids and shit. What was the show?
Fuck yeah,
the Jersey Devil?
Oh yeah.
I want to go. I'll tell you what. I will if I could find the time, I'll go searching for the Jersey Devil and make a whole show out of it.
You should do a live stream of you wandering through the Poconos, bro.
We could do. Okay, hold on. We could do a whole podcast episode where we're watching. I have every episode. I can't. But I can't remember the name for the life of me right now. But it's the show where it's like it came out like fucking midnight on Animal Planet about like there's an island of giant centipedes and or whatever fucking shit.
All right, best places. I'm looking
it's the found footage one from the Animal Planet.
Bro,
searching for the
Lost
Devil.
Tape.
You got to go to the Pine Barrens.
Yeah, I know that.
Go to the Pine Barrens.
All right,
I want a live stream of Vaughn and the Pine Barrens just wandering around in the dark.
I've been.
I bet you want to live stream of Vaughn. All right. This was over a week ago. We're kind of late to the party since we took the week off. But does anyone even talk that Stephen Colbert? Here's where I'm glad.
All I have to say about that.
My problem is the legacy that Letterman had for that show is over. But
he killed it. I think it's fitting. I think it's fitting that Stephen Colbert goes down as being the man that killed Letterman's legacy. Absolutely.
Well, and that's where I definitely hold Stephen Colbert accountable. But is it only
100%.
his fault? No, it's not
Paramount's
only.
fault as well.
There you go. It's the networks. It's all these networks. Look what they've done with Johnny Carson's legacy too.
Well, dude, they killed
for
late night.
a long time. For a long time, what's his name? The one who's on the actual Tonight Show, the guy from SNL, the drunk, the
Jimmy Fallon.
Jimmy Fallon. He for a long time tried to stay the course of that neutral, fair game for pretty much everybody. Had a good interview with Trump. Tried to be play both sides, which is what
and he caught shit. He caught endless shit for it, and then
eventually, they broke him. And you can see it when he started showing up to work fucking shit-faced with fucking bandages on his broken hands for like an entire season.
That's because they took him out to the fucking back of the studio and broke his finger.
I think he just got frustrated, drank himself into a stupor, punched a wall, and then decided to just start doing what they say if he wanted to keep his paycheck.
I'm working on it tonight.
I mean, to be fair, the new late night is fucking YouTube. So
that's true.
Dude, we are the new late night kind of shit.
We are
what late night was.
No, that's true. The format is cooked. I agree. I don't like that the president pressured a company to fire a comedian he didn't like.
I don't know that. But we don't know that really happened. Like that. That's a bunch of hearsay.
He criticized the settlement.
I heard that.
But he'd been losing almost $40 million a year.
I know. There were good financial reasons to fire him. I'm not disputing that.
I think it has a lot more to do with the merger that's going to keep Paramount from going under than it has to do with anything else. Because he not only did he lose the money, how much do we know how much exactly they had to pay out to Trump on that lawsuit?
No,
and he's already threatening to go. He's already threatening to go even harder on it. I don't know if we can say that now, but if he gets fired after maybe actually doing the same shit that got them sued and slandering Trump again and trying to evoke another lawsuit, if he comes out and does that before his contract's up, then I think we can definitely say it's because of his commentary on Trump that he got shit canned entirely.
Well,
and he says he's going to do that. He's already made it clear he intends to do this.
Here's where I want to kind of push back is because Theo, you did say a comedian. Would you even? And I know Colbert got to start in comedy, but would you even consider him a comedian? Look, because there are a lot of left-wing comics that I disagree with. Bill Maher is a big example. I'm a huge Bill Maher fan. I've been open about that for a long time, and I disagree with his politics, but I like him.
Well, Bill Maher does stand-up. Colbert has no. Yes. Has he ever done a stand-up? Is he? I
don't think so.
He's a comedic actor. If anything, what Colbert is an actor. He's not a comedian. He's not.
Even Jon
anything.
Stewart, I would give the title of actually being a comedian. I feel like Colbert is more of a. He's almost just a news anchor.
Has Colbert ever written a joke?
More witty material written for him.
Stephen Colbert is writing off the likes of Jon Stewart. Because remember, it was the Jon Stewart show. Stephen Colbert would have his little bits.
At the Daily Show.
Yeah, the Daily Show. And then eventually he got his own show. Outside of that, like I used to watch the Jon Stewart show or the Daily Show or whatever. And
I did too, religiously.
And well, I would still watch like Bill Maher and forgive me from the Blaze. Damn, what's his name? The guy that made the Blaze.
Glenn Beck?
Yeah, Glenn Beck. And then I love Glenn Beck, and I'm sorry, Glenn Beck, but I did laugh when Jon Stewart got the little billboard shit and went off that fucking bit.
Oh, that was funny.
Yeah. But or then when Jon Stewart had a debate with Bill O'Reilly and was making the little podium thing go up and down because he was short or whatever. Like I thought that shit was hilarious.
That's kind of my point. Is Stephen Colbert a comedian, or is he more of a left-wing Rush Limbaugh, Glenn Beck type?
Here's
he's
my
more
point.
of a political
I would
comedy.
say he's more in that.
Here's the point. The president of the United States pressured a private company to fire a media figure he didn't like.
Yeah.
And that happened. It doesn't matter if we want to couch it in, it was part of the terms of the settlement, or it was indirect pressure through his lawyers, or whatever.
Or
That's
indirect
what
pressure from
happens.
Colbert himself.
So what I'm saying is this is a different kind of executive than we've had before.
Well, I gotta push back. What happened with Tucker Carlson? Do you think the Biden administration may have had a little bit to do with that? Because
They probably did. They probably did.
I think the answer is government and the marriage between government and media needs to be dissolved entirely.
Yeah. Well, and it wasn't just the Biden administration; it was also the what was the name of the goddamn voting machine people that are attached to Joe Biden and the DNC. That was where that lawsuit for Tucker.
Dominion.
That was a lawsuit between Dominion voting. That was the lawsuit for Tucker. But Dominion contributes a lot of money to the DNC, and the DNC and them are very closely related to one another. So,
I mean,
that one,
the Democratic Party, maybe not the sitting president, but the Democratic Party is the reason James Woods can't get work, and he's still of acting age and one of the greatest actors that ever lived. And
it is a little different because and Colbert really was a propaganda piece. When Trump says that the media is the enemy of the people, he's right. So these are people who promoted a lot of really dangerous and harmful propaganda that got people hurt. And that's not a good thing, right? So I'm not disputing the fact that he definitely had it coming, but this was the executive, the head of government and the head of the state acting out of personal vendetta using the government. And I understand that that's happening now.
That.
I understand, but that's but this is right. But this is different.
No, it's not a good norm.
It's not a good norm, and it's like, I think this is just kind of where we are now. And like the South Park thing, people are asking why South Park lashed out at Trump. So part of the terms of the settlement is that they have to do a certain amount of pro-Trump programming to counteract some of the anti-Trump programming that they've done. And to me, that makes sense because
that's more
airtime is worth money. And so instead of paying you this many dollars, I could pay you this many dollars and then this many dollars worth of airtime or something like that. And that also makes sense as a remedy because that counteracts the negative propaganda that's going out there. But also now that puts that network in a position of going to its people and being like, hey, any chance you guys could slide in something pro-Trump into your programming this week? That'd be great if you could be a team player and help out. And I understand why the South Park guys would have resented
that's not their deal.
I don't know that that's what happened entirely with South Park, though. I mean, I do appreciate the idea that they're also like, Paramount tried to fuck us, so we're gonna fuck Paramount a little bit here. We're gonna fuck with you guys, Paramount. We're gonna add more to that balance sheet for you to have to go pro-Trump by going really hard on Trump on this one. So we're gonna fuck with you a little bit for fucking with us. And I believe wholeheartedly, Trey Parker and Matt Stone, a lot of that Trump episode was a little bit of vengeance against Paramount for trying to fuck with them so much. Yeah. I think there's two bits to that there.
And also because during the last administration, them just like, come on, they could have gone so fucking hard on Biden. Everybody could have, and it was nobody went there.
How do you not have an episode that is basically weakened at Biden's? Like, how the fuck does South Park not get that joke and
because they weren't allowed to? And
exactly.
And again, but I'm not one of the people that's like clutching my pearls because oh my god, South Park made fun of Trump. He was sleeping with Satan. It's like I haven't watched it yet. I hope it's funny at least.
It's
funny. I don't care.
Well, here's my question: is Comedy Central still around?
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's on Comedy Central. It airs on Comedy Central, and the next day it's on Paramount Plus.
Yeah,
and everyone upset with it. Like the Trump jokes were unfortunately old and actually a little played out for South Park's usual norm. They were a little like behind the curve. Like usually they're right on top of shit because they make episodes so quickly. So their jokes were kind of flat.
It takes them 7 days to make an episode, right? For South Park. So,
and their jokes were months old, if not older.
Because even now we haven't been getting like weekly episodes like for the longest time. It's more like it's always some 1 hour special. That's going to come out on Paramount Plus.
I think this is a regular season, though. What they've got with Paramount is a regular season this year. I think.
Okay, I honestly, I think most of it, Paramount Plus must have some larger share or whatever, compared to what Comedy Central has, and they're like, hey, we want 1 hour specials since you did good with the Integrity Farms one time or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I think that's the problem. So we're not getting as many episodes. Okay, so we're getting all these specials instead of like episodic. We'll see how it goes this season since they're going to be an actual season. I don't know how many episodes they're going to do.
Normal season, yeah. I don't know how many they got signed on for. They got a shit ton of money for it, though. I think at the end of the day, because Skydance wants South Park to be part of this this merger that's going on.
Yeah, so normally they take shots of both sides. I think it's too early to tell, and I think we should give them a few more episodes to go off of. But outside of that, I think what it is, it's like, okay, they every time they're doing these specials, special like not episode, but some special premiere, they're not doing it as many, so they can't go through as many topics as we would like them used to be.
Hey, could somebody get Bat Sauce a trophy in the chat? That he just had sex with his wife.
Oh my God! Wait, no. I think he just got hacked by MSK. Somebody sent Bat Sauce an XDM. MSK just took over his account. MSK, come on, man! You don't got to do that to my man Bat Sauce.
I haven't been paying attention. What is his latest media deal exactly with Trump and?
Oh, you mean the lawsuit?
He sued them. Well, he sued them because they did a 60 Minutes or whatever, where they were like cutting things out.
Yeah,
that
they reshot a live interview with Kamala Harris to make her sound not retarded.
Well, I think there was another one too, but basically they were cutting things out and not putting things in context to make him seem worse than he is.
Yeah, and so there's not precedent that I'm aware of that deceptive editing can count as slander or libel or whatever. But I don't think they wanted to take their chances in court. I think they thought there's so they settled it because that's the easier way to do it. And whether or not that would have been, I don't know if that ever would have broken their way or not. It's hard to say, but they chose to settle it. And so as part of that, they have to do pro-Trump airtime to balance out some of the negative Trump airtime that they did, I guess. That was one of the terms of the settlement. And
since it was a settlement, I'm not even sure if they disclosed how much money they had to pay Trump directly because they settled and they didn't. And I think that part about it is fair because they were, in all honesty, all the networks do that. I'm surprised he doesn't Disney's worse than Paramount was.
Disney is very bad.
I think that having it be even-handed, I mean, they've already litigated this shit back in the days of Rush Limbaugh with fucking AM radio, and they forced basically the Limbaugh rule where you had to have as much time as a right-wing commentator did on radio, or as a right-wing commentator got on radio, you had to give a left-wing commentator equal time, basically. And that equal time principle I don't think it ever made it to television, and anybody who's watched television in the last decade knows. It obviously isn't there, but it probably should be. If it's going to be implemented in one aspect of media, like radio, even if it's, I don't know, people say radio's dying, and that's since I was a child. But I think
they do it like the way they go about it. It's like how they used to do movies in the 90s and 80s. So it's like you have to have that one. You can have the whole panel as what you want, but you got to have that one token person from the other side or whatever. So like movies, it would be like, even if it made no sense, like you're filming Vikings or some shit, you're gonna have this one black guy in the background somewhere that makes or some shit. So I think that's and we do see it. Like, okay, you got The View, which they all lean one way, but you got the one person that's quote unquote conservative compared to the rest
there's never been a conservative on that. I remember when Meghan McCain was on that. Meghan McCain is a fucking cokehead. She's not a conservative. She's also potentially the fattest cokehead anybody's ever run into. But if anybody knows the circle she kind of runs in back in Arizona, she's not everything she pretends to be. And her family were never really Republicans. John McCain was a Republican by the fact that he had like Democrats wouldn't have taken him, but John McCain was not a
shout out to Mindy
not
Wheeler
conservative. Dude, Mindy Wheeler, what's up?
But
came into an interesting time. Yes. Well, it's definitely an interesting time for us here.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
should be familiar with
Professor,
interesting
no, it's
times.
an interesting time because Professor was just about to come out of the closet. Congratulations.
No. I'll be sorry, Vaughn. I happen to have far more evidence than you will until you're in your 40s and living in your own place. Finally, as to how straight I am versus
Well, I mean,
yourself.
like, listen, there are a lot of closeted married men like you, for example.
No. There aren't a lot of closeted married men with children. Like most gay guys avoid that at all costs. And if the outliers come out, you want to bring out any outliers, those men aren't actually gay. They are culturally adopting leftism because of
Sounds like you've really thought about this explanation.
I've known people. I'm old enough to know all of the arguments, Theo, and yes, I've thought around most of them because, like Reed Richards, I have to think about all of these things that nobody else does simply to make sure that Vaughn Coleman is a homosexual.
Wait on, time out. You have been fighting your whole life to prove you're not gay?
I don't have to fight. No, I'm telling you, I have to think my way around all of these bullshit arguments.
Why?
All of the oily men.
Because I stream on the internet. I stream on the internet with openly closeted homosexuals like Vaughn Coleman.
Bro, I'm sorry, dude. Vaughn's coming out looking like a fucking
dude.
Like a homosexual man that lives in his parents' house.
How is this happening again?
The lady
How is
does
this happening a
protest
second
too much,
time?
I think.
Dude.
Let's just make a clear point here. I am the only man on this panel who has actually managed to reproduce not once but 3 times, and routinely. Well, my children are out here. So
not that I don't know
right
yet.
Yeah,
let's just say, except for Vagabond, maybe. Vagabond doesn't know until he's, Vagabond's going to be 50 and sitting outside on a rocking chair, and a bus is going to roll past his house, and this 20-year-old young man's just going to come walking up one day like,
no, oh man, I thought you were going to say it was going to be like that scene from the Ballad of Dickie Cox when the caravan of school buses with the Rainbow Coalition of young children like, hi, Daddy.
It's not, dude. But for Vagabond, it's just
making you.
It's just gonna be this light-skinned, chubby kid that comes walking up, but he's like 6'8".
He'll be
just
half
like,
Asian.
chubby Blasian kid comes walking up.
There was a Vegan cheese chick I used to go out with where I was like, I had to like spy her account and be like, let me see if any of the kids got any curly hair.
Just what it's gonna be. He's just gonna be out there in a rocking chair one day, and just the bus pulls away, the dust spills up, and this kid comes walking through the dust. This chubby little Blasian boy, and he's just gonna be like, dude.
All right, let's see.
That's how it goes down.
Any other allegations? You know what I mean? You did such a good job defending yourself.
I do a good job of defending myself because I've already thought of all the homosexual shit.
Deflection.
I don't need deflection. I don't have any mysterious children. All of them are in front of me. Otherwise, I'd be saying even worse things.
All right, let's stop talking about me being gay. By the way, Vagabond's probably got a bunch of illegitimate children. He's
Vagabond Vagabond is taking into full account the idea that he probably has illegitimate children, much like Theo Snodgrass. Except Theo's kids are going to show up with a septum piercing, rainbow hair, and they're going to come over. They're going to knock on his door. Dad, you son of a bitch! And they're going to, as soon as Theo gets his first Netflix freaking special drops, he's gonna have like 5 kids show up, all of them with septum piercings, all of them have transitioned, and all of them are gonna want a piece of that Netflix money, and all of them are from Oregon.
Now, since we're talking about kids and families, this brings this up. This is something I found that was interesting. Let's try and have a topic.
Well, hashtag Iron Seed. So if we get Iron,
once Iron gets into 1,000, all of this deflection of his is gonna come to pass because Well, I don't want to be
What
when
the fuck, dude? Are you
Selena's
kidding
gonna
me?
be so mad at Iron when he hits 1,000, and she just comes in with that clear blue easy, and she's just like, "You son of a bitch!" and she throws it at him.
Oh, so
All right.
All right, let's go. Theo, I pray
Let's
you don't
see
get
it.
a daughter, by the way. I pray.
Me too.
I think everybody does.
Theo's gonna be cursed with a daughter. That's what happens to guys that get into the shit Theo got into.
No, bro.
Actually, that is
looking
true.
down on
Don't
him.
even say that shit, bro. Don't even say that shit.
All
I'm
right.
6-0 in pregnancy.
Theo's more worried about
So-
paying for the wedding than he is at what happens with stuff.
Just a little. Okay, to segue into this, this is the animated cartoon series Captain Planet and the Planeteers from the late 80s, early 90s. Went on for a while. If you're about my age group, you grew up watching the show and you didn't think too much about it. Rewatching some of the scenes now, you kind of realize that a lot of the social conditioning, that everything that we're seeing now, they started planting back then. The psyop, all of it started back then, and we were fucking kids, so we didn't notice. But watch this shit. Let's have some discussion about this.
Remember that the Earth's resources are limited. You do not need to have a big family, because all the world's people are your brothers and sisters.
The power is yours.
Depopulation.
That was short.
Remember
Let's
that the
just
Earth's
replay
resources
that.
are limited. You do not need to have a big family, because all the world's people are your brothers and sisters.
The power is yours.
See, I know I have a little Indian kid in the front to say this.
I
That's
like
because
the
he's got.
I like
yeah.
the
The first
show.
time I was like, that's a nice message. And then I thought about it. I'm like, wait a minute.
No, that's a
Did I not have
depopulation
two?
agenda.
Think
What's
about it
ironic
right
is
now, where
the-
we
the
are
Indi-
right now.
Oh yeah. Well, where we are now, I mean,
The people that
it
were
was clearly-
children watching this shit are adults making the decisions for all of us.
and they're not having
This
children.
is what they grew up on.
They're avoiding.
And they,
actually,
well, more importantly, they don't want you to. They don't want any of us.
no, they
to.
don't want that. Not only just that, dude. Not only are they avoiding having children, they didn't stop being fucking children. They never grew up. That was more what happened. And this goes hand in hand.
Well, hold on. There is that theory where the Burger King's Kids Club, that was them.
Yeah.
And then they were like the, what was it? What's the Magic School Bus? And then they became the Planeteers or some shit.
Yeah. But either way,
that's a cool thing to think about if we were just smoking pot. But I want to talk about how this is a government.
So
hold on. I actually this is an interesting tie into something I was kind of thinking about today. I don't know, but after the invention of television, children were raised less with advice from mom and dad and more from advice from outside. And that was kind of a turning point. Prior to that, it was like mom and dad and your little community who all thought basically what mom and dad thought that was raising you. Now it's the television and public schools, which is the government, right?
Yes.
Raising your kid and imputing values into your kid. So the values, and that started with fucking boomers. And you see how fucked up they are? You see what I'm saying?
Well, not even them, dude. They're a mess. Gen X is a mess. When it comes to like procreating, having children, not even just that, but also like if you look at the down slope of our birth rates and the upslope of adult adolescence, it's like a fucking parallel fucking line.
Well, let's go to that the downslope in reproduction. Now, we live in a time where they say having kids makes weather bad.
Yeah, well,
don't
they're
have
just
children because you'll destroy the planet. That's
No.
exact
It's even more.
message.
It's even worse than that. It's even worse than that. It's sacrifice your infant children to Mother Nature. It's literally infant sacrifice.
It's even worse than that, Theo. It's sacrifice your in utero child on the altar of your fucking career. Yeah. That's what it is. It's some Aztec shit, dude. It's not even it's not even that like altruistic as Mother Nature. It's sacrifice your child woman of working age, sacrifice your ability to procreate and live a life as a mother on the altar of the idea that you can work a job making $50K a year, hating your boss, hating every bitch you work with, and talking shit about everyone in your office all day, and that's your fucking life.
You know, a good show to counteract Captain Planet was Recess.
Are you talking about Jessica?
Who? We all know a Jessica. We all know a Jessica.
We all do.
We all know.
Damn. Wife just fucking coming in here, fucking throwing bowls out here. Shit.
Okay.
So if you watch Recess and you actually pay attention to a lot of things they're saying in there, it's anti-communist propaganda is the whole show.
Really?
Oh, dude, I love fucking Recess. No, dude, I love
when I was little. But...
Vagabond is 100% on this. I was in college when Recess came out, but I picked up on that shit right away. I was like, this is anti-authoritarian, anti-commie shit. I'm like, what the hell? Does Disney know they're making this show?
Well, no, Recess wasn't originally on Disney. Remember, it was like on.
Yeah, you're right.
Just like Doug, Disney bought the rights to it, or however they.
I actually started putting Recess on for my kids to watch. That's one of the many. I don't have the physical media, but I have it in other forms. Something I put on for my kids to start watching because they'll just watch this stuff. And
because
Recess is
I
good.
think the messaging in Captain Planet, honestly, I think it only applies. So you got like the millennials that like they never got a car, they never really got jobs and shit. So they're acceptable to Captain Planet's messaging. I like Captain Planet growing up watching it, but once you get a car and all that type of shit, and you actually got responsibilities and shit, and see how the world actually works, like all that fucking shit is fucking bullshit and goes out the fucking window.
Yeah, absolutely. What I find ironic is the Indian kid there out in the front, the Hart kid, has 27 illegitimate brothers all over running around. Shit. What's one of the cities in India where the streets are covered in shit? Either way,
Honduras.
Yeah, exactly. Wherever it is in India that the streets are covered in filth and shit and pollution. Like you want to talk about a real state of pollution that affects the community directly? Let's talk about the poop oil that they cook food in on the streets in India. Let's talk about the pollution.
Do you think they cut out the episode where he honor killed his sister with his dad?
Exactly. Right. Exactly. They definitely had to cut that episode out.
That's wrong. I know he's Indian.
When his sister slept with the redheaded American kid, and they're like, they are like straight up, both of them got stoned to death out in the street. That's what happened.
He's Indian. That was an inappropriate joke. No, he just grew up to send please show Bob's messages to Instagram girls.
Exactly.
He grew up to be Xavier.
He's here right now, managing a 7-Eleven on an H-1B while Elon Musk defends him.
Come on.
Hello, thank you for calling CaptainPlanet.com. I may help you. Have you tried turning it on and off again?
Like, if you haven't had the calls where you're talking to the folks in India all the time, like Captain Planet goes fucking out the fucking window. Like these people in fucking India and Calcutta or whatever they're from, like they get on my fucking nerves. I'm trying to make. As soon as I get one of them on the phone, I'm trying to make sure their day is bad. Like, fuck that brother and sisterly love. I need to be selfish, and I care about America only. Fuck them.
But it's clearly like a globalist plot packaged as propaganda.
There we go. Back to the topic. Thank you.
Clearly it is, right? I mean, it's trying to get you comfortable with mass migration. It's saying don't have a lot of your own kids.
Right,
and
the whole world is your fit. You don't need a family. The whole
and so
world
this is deliberate attempt to get people in future generations to have fewer children to ostensibly save the environment or stop climate change. Right,
exactly. Or that's the smokescreen. It's to say for climate change or to save the planet or because overpopulation. No, it's for. To a smaller population with the population that is there is easier to control.
Absolutely, and this is why
by removing countries' individual identities.
Yeah,
they don't have they have zero identity.
You can't have
Except-
one world
and they
government
own-
if you don't have
nothing. Yes.
Yes.
a lack of identity altogether. And this is why, people, you need to get out there and start having sex with your wives and procreating. People like Iron Oxide right over here. When he hits 1,000 subs, guys, the Iron Seed is coming, and we will fight the tide.
Whoa, hey, what is all this bigoted talk? You're making broad generalizations. Indians wash themselves in shit and piss. Pakistanis kill their women for honor. Fucking bigots. I know. I've apologized profusely already.
Whatever you want to do. I'm doing the
Jack.
same thing you're doing.
Now,
I'm going with you.
But I mean, I think when they couldn't, they tried to convince people, and that didn't work. They used the next big thing was, let's make it trendy to have people, especially young, stupid kids, remove their ability at an early age to be able to procreate. Sorry.
Yeah.
Hard word
Like
to say.
I see the Captain Planet's propaganda and stuff, but the reason why I don't think it was successful with millennial. I mean, there are retarded millennials out there. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think it's a mass. Like they didn't get a mass win because we didn't have like the anti-bullying campaigns and shit, right? So Gen Z got the anti-bullying campaigns where, oh, you're not allowed. It's bad to make fun of somebody. You might hurt their feelings and all that type of stuff.
Oh yeah. And well, in helicopter parenting went haywire after like 1996. It got really crazy. People really Jonathan Haidt has published a bunch of research on this. He put it a couple. This is the Coddling of the American Mind guy. He's got a really good book on this about how helicopter parenting, all the things we make fun of, participation trophies, scheduling play dates, not letting kids go outside, kids spending more and more and more of their time on a screen. All that kicked into overdrive starting after 1996. And so downstream of that is people who are like super turbo nervous about just confronting basic facts about reality, right? And so that's where you get these people who appeal to the HR department every time they have a problem with somebody else, right? Is because they don't have any ability to manage conflict. And part of that starts in childhood when mom gets in there and pulls everybody apart, because conflict is the worst thing you could possibly imagine. Actually, what we know from human development is bullying serves an important function. Stop being so fucking weird and act in a way that's socially appealing to your peers. That's actually good for you a little bit. A little bit of that is good for you. A little bit of rough and tumble play, especially for boys, is a good thing. A little bit of letting kids manage their own conflict and let them have a little bit of autonomy and independence is a good thing. But what you do, if you coddle kids and you do helicopter parenting and you interfere with all their conflicts, is you get people that are super dependent. They can't do anything for themselves. And they're trained that if they have a problem, they go to the next step up in the bureaucracy. So you can just control them with a big fat bureaucracy.
Which is probably where cancel culture comes from.
Yes, precisely. This is exactly right. That's exactly right. Yeah. That's exactly right.
Yeah. Which is, I mean, it's like, oh, this person. And look, to be fair, I'm not pro bullying. I think but it's like generally
there's lines. Yeah.
But generally speaking, I would find the best way to deal with it. You just have, it's a part of life. You have to fight back yourself.
Yeah.
A teacher isn't going to solve it. They're going to bully you harder if you go to a teacher.
Yeah.
It's not going to, they'll do it in other ways.
There's a difference
They'll find
between
ways.
The normal bullying and the getting beaten up consistently by a large group of people for no reason.
Yeah, there's a certain amount of it. Like
there are different degrees of everything,
and it's socially normal.
It's
sometimes you need it to toughen you up a little bit so that you can rise to the occasion and deal with it. And Vaughn's right. If you want to do anything with your life, people are going to line up to try to shit on you and stop you. If you want to do just literally anything. And here's the thing. They want you. This is what they want. These people want to control us. They want you to go along, to get along, and I don't want to cause any trouble. And if you do say anything that contradicts the woke narrative or anything like that, people will jump out of the woodwork to shush you. And that's
consistently every day. That one, well, that group of kids probably have it really tough, and we should think about their lives.
Right.
The one kid that said the naughty no word, ooh.
Right, but he said it.
You got to get him into reprogramming. Or her,
here's
or
the other difference now. Okay, so yeah,
I'm not talking about the word. I'm just talking about words in general.
I won't say it, but they so when it comes to bullying, right? So back in the day, it was like, all right, how do you deal with the bully? Either go back against them, or if you did tell a parent or guardian or whoever, they had their talk or whatever, or did something to the bully. Nowadays, it's don't let the bully exist at all, or whatever I don't like shouldn't exist at all. And we see that the left is like, oh, well, anyone that disagrees with me
is bullying me.
Yeah, and they shouldn't exist. They shouldn't be allowed to exist at all. And that's the difference. Instead of like dealing with the bully, they try to ostracize you outside of society to where they can't see you at all or whatever, right? Whether you support Trump or whoever else, they just want to make it that you don't exist with it opposing the opinion or whatever.
And you can agree with them on 99.9% of everything, but the minute you have one differing opinion, you're causing them physical harm in some way.
Yeah.
Or just you. And wait, sorry, this is which group are we talking about?
Just anyone to the left of Bernie Sanders.
Oh, sorry. Oh, I thought we were talking about a different group. I'm sorry.
Well, we're just
no
generalization or whatever.
Yeah,
but the difference is instead of dealing with the bully at all, they want the bully to not exist.
Yeah.
To be fair, Vaughn, those groups aren't all that dissimilar. You know what I mean?
I know.
Yeah, well,
no one's picking up.
Here's the thing. Okay, so this is the difference. Is so leftists who, especially if they're like captured by the HR department philosophy, they believe what they want to be true is true. So we would probably say bullying is an inevitable part of kids socializing. And we want to just keep the really nasty stuff to a minimum, but mostly kids got to learn to deal with it because you're going to have to deal with bullying your whole life. That continues as part of adult socialization. So really, we just want the kids to learn how to deal with it. That'd be great, right? But the leftist would say bullying shouldn't exist. And we would say, well, I don't necessarily like bullying, but it is part of life. You got to learn to deal with it. And leftists would say, no. Bullying shouldn't exist. And I bet you if you let me have absolute control, I can program the children not to bully. That's the difference. And that's where things get kind of fucked up.
Because they really think that they can like take away just innate human nature.
Yeah. No, it's you can't, nor can you get rid of. I remember one time I was talking to this chick who was super left wing, and she was like, I understand they need a Second Amendment and all, but I just wish we could take all of our guns and just put it in a fire and just burn it all. I'm like,
yeah, sweetie. I wish
I
that
do too, but that's not reality.
No, but see, here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing. Vaughn, you and I said the same thing, but listen to how I said it. Yeah, sweetie, I really wish that too, but that's just not reality, okay? You see how I said it versus how you said it, how it was yelling when you said it, the way I said it.
I was talking to you guys. I wasn't saying it like that to the girl, you fucking retard.
The way
Theo said
he was about to impregnate somebody with a septum piercing that would produce more children with septum piercing.
It's hard to know, Vaughn. You kind of yell when you talk anyway, dude.
Yeah, Vaughn does get very, very. It's a New Jersey thing. It's just the way they talk there.
It's just the way I talk sometimes.
When you're out on the shore, this is how you have to talk to people. They're down the beach a ways. And you know what? You got to get through the fucking seagulls and shit.
That didn't even sound from that sound. I don't know what that was, but that was not New Jersey.
Sounded like one of the guys from that Snooki show a while back.
No, that was Jersey Shore.
Vaughn, have you seen the Jersey episode of South Park?
Yes.
Of course he has.
That one's fantastic.
He watches it every Saturday. It's required viewing in Jersey. Just like rewatching, just like they have to rewatch. Oh shit! What am I missing here?
What, Jersey Shore?
No, Jersey Shore just plays on the house in a loop forever. That's just never not on. But oh shit, why am I?
Hold on,
my
Mindy,
brain is
real
failing?
quick. Mindy's making a good point here. This is correct. This goes back to Marxist scientists of the 1800s who actually worked to program people, and then came over and developed our public schools in America. How about that?
That's why all of the people who run the public
would
schools,
you look at
the
that?
top tiers of the public schools, still to this day, yes, they're all Marxists. To sit there and pretend that
Yeah,
they're
it's
not.
a combination of that. There's that. There's also, it was also done by the godfathers of industry that just wanted to program people to come in when the bell rings, punch in, do what you're told, and punch out every day so that you're prepared for life, right?
Those same
Worker?
godfathers of industry realized that they could have the amount they were paying men to do jobs by passing the 19th Amendment. Same exact fucking people.
Mm-hmm.
Vaughn, I've got a quick question for you. How many times have you rewatched Sopranos this month?
I actually have never seen The Sopranos. I know
Bullshit! I hope the governor of Jersey didn't just hear that shit. They're gonna
Here we
kick you
go.
right
Honest question, guys. We're gonna have a little fun. Without thinking, just one or the other. Sopranos or Sons of Anarchy?
I need to watch both. I haven't seen either.
Sopranos. I haven't seen Sons of Anarchy.
I've seen both. Sons of Anarchy had a lot of rough, not a lot, but they had rough up and down seasons. I'm going to say Sopranos. Sopranos was more consistent. So
Sopranos. Theo, where do you stand?
Sopranos for sure.
I need to watch.
All
The
right,
Sopranos.
now we're making it a little tougher. This is where I take it to the next level. Sopranos or Breaking Bad?
I've only seen Breaking Bad, so I have to watch.
I haven't watched Breaking Bad, so I'm.
Oh my god, guys! This is an easy one for me. It's Breaking Bad all the way.
Really, dude, that's very tight for me. That's a tight one.
All the way.
I'm going to say Breaking Bad, but fucking barely, man, barely. Now here, I got another one for you. If you, so I don't know if everybody's watched this. This is another tight one for Sopranos. Sopranos or The Wire. If you haven't watched the fucking. If you haven't watched The Wire,
I haven't seen The Wire, so I'm saying
you need to watch. You got to watch The Wire, man.
I haven't finished The Wire, but to be fair, there's a lot of The Sopranos I missed too in between.
The Wire is
The Wire. I really like The Wire, but I like that. Those are two totally different genres.
I wouldn't say they're completely. I mean, the Sopranos is more focused on, yes, it's the mob thing, but like if you're talking from a crime drama standpoint, which I'm broadening it out maybe there.
Yeah,
The Wire's.
Yeah, you're taking a lot of liberties. You're casting the net pretty wide.
It's a little not too wide. I'm not including. I'm not even including the show Mobland, which I'm almost done with the first season of.
I haven't watched it yet. I really want to.
It is. I get. Everybody's probably heard the Game of Thrones comparison. When you watch it, you'll completely fucking get it, and it's 100% makes fucking sense. It is.
Now that's a Guy Ritchie, right?
It is Guy. It's Guy Ritchie, but it's
a lot more serious in tone.
A little more serious in tone. I would say
The Gentleman was
quite a bit more
lit. The
Gentleman
was my favorite.
Mobland is almost quite a bit more serious in tone than you expect from Guy Ritchie. I'm surprised it's a Guy Ritchie movie or a Guy Ritchie show or production, to be frank, at all.
You guys can make fun of me. So around that time in the 2000s and stuff, I was watching all the Canadian shows like Degrassi, Instant Star.
No, dude, dude.
Like what?
A failing I have.
Like what?
Instant Star and South of Nowhere. I was watching all the motherfucking shows.
Well, to be fair, I have a failing in my
those white teen dramas, right?
Yeah, those angsty,
Nice.
angsty teen girl. I had a crush on the girl in the show Instant Star. So
You and Selena
did
can do a
I understand
podcast
that?
together about those shows.
There you go. I have a failing in my
she was
comedy.
going to do one with MSK on, I think, Gossip Girl.
No. Oh, dude, Iron. My wife had this great idea. So Vagabond might get this better. My wife told me to tell MSK, and I told MSK the other day. I'm like MSK, my wife thinks you need to do reaction videos to Card Captor Sakura.
Oh, I love Card Captor Sakura.
No, dude, that would be having MSK do that like girl oriented like anime, like because MSK loves him some Yu-Gi-Oh and shit, and this is like the girls Yu-Gi-Oh.
Card Captor Sakura is actually pretty good. Just saying.
I don't know, I never watched it, but my wife is like MSK should do a reaction to that. But oh, dude, yeah, Mobland has been really good. But I have a major failing in that I have not seen probably more than 2 episodes of the Trailer Park Boys, and that is something I do need to correct in my life from a comedy. standpoint.
Trailer Park Boys is great.
I haven't been watching a lot lately, but
It's because you're busy writing comics, dude. You're actually working out in your media.
No, but I
doing
actually
what you're supposed to be doing.
But you know what I did finish yesterday? I actually finally finished Claremont's Uncanny X-Men run. I finished it last night.
Oh shit!
Oh, nice.
Damn, that's
So now I have.
That's
to
a big
read-
achievement, dude. That's a lot of fucking shit.
No, I've been putting it off. I had like 2 issues left, and I was like, I don't want to read it. And now I do.
So I'm going to ask a question that'll probably make Theo leave again bored, but I don't care. Fuck you. I got to ask, I know you were reading Young Mutants and X Factor at the same time. Did you read it kind of in order?
Yeah.
So did you read the Claremont along with the X Factor and New Mutants? Okay, attaboy. Good job. That's all I got on that.
So I have a reading order. Like I follow it on a website. I was reading the Wolverine stuff, and now I have to pop back. My final thing is my final 3 issues are, when they relaunched X-Men number 1, 2, 3. Those are my final 3 issues, and then I'm stepping away for a bit. Okay. Although I do want to read Peter David's X Factor, because I know I've read that. I've heard that's really.
I'm going to say after I can definitely feel the Claremont influence in Phenomenova.
Thank you. Yeah, no, that was my big
100%.
You'll feel it more.
It's not over the. It's not like over the top. Like okay, I see what he's going for. It's just enough. So
I can't write the way
that's enough
words.
Kissing your ass. So.
Yeah, that's some Vaughn kissing. Hey, do you want to see what I found in the $3 bin at a comic store recently?
What?
Doug TeNaples' Tommy Saurus Rex.
Oh, nice.
All right. Well, let's see here. We've talked about. Any final thoughts on the early anti-family social conditioning of the 80s that has now produced the dystopian reality that we all live in?
I think,
or are we good on that?
I'm gonna say something really unpopular, probably with my audience. I think we need to be less pissed off at millennial women, and I know that's fucked up.
This episode you're just.
Here's the thing, because here's the thing. Hear me out, though. Do you understand why I'm saying that?
Because you're fucking a millennial woman, and you need her approval.
Okay,
100% to Vaughn Coleman, who just nailed that point. Damn.
This
point
is what I'm
goes
saying.
to Vaughn Coleman.
Hear me out. Hear me out.
How do you think you got these decorations as an apartment? Some chick took them to Bed Bath & Beyond.
What's her name, Theo?
What's her name, Theo?
Can I just
How many baby daddies does she have?
Can I just finish my point?
Wait, hold it. It wasn't the chick that I was after at the Irish pub, was it?
I can confirm nor deny.
You son of a bitch.
She may or may not be a cocktail waitress at a local comedy show. I can neither confirm nor deny. Anyway,
I'm a
little offended, though. I'm a little offended that you think I would date a millennial. That upset me, honestly.
And we know that's your wheelhouse, though.
It pissed me out. No, man.
They've got at least one. She's got at least one baby daddy. We know this.
So what is
they're
she?
cooked.
Minimum.
No, millennials are cooked. Here's the thing.
So
Let
she's
me
my
finish my point.
generation? Because that's not much better, dude.
Yeah, they're more fixable.
No,
anyway,
they're not.
Let me finish my point before we got off track with this line of slanderous lies that are being told about me on this podcast.
You confirmed it.
I can neither confirm nor deny that I confirmed it.
Which is confirming it.
That doesn't even sound like something I would do, guys. Come on. Am I that guy? Look, it's Theo. Would I do that to you? No.
Exactly.
Can I please
Okay.
finish my point?
It depends on how thick around her thighs are.
This is what I do with local exotic dancers is between me and Jesus, and I'm gonna keep that to myself.
I don't think that's Jesus you're talking to. I think that's Jesus.
Can I please finish this point? I swear I have a point. I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to do this. Okay, so women being susceptible to propaganda, this is what they were raised on. And that's I think the millennial generation is one of the main generations that was raised by the television instead of inheriting wisdom from their parents. Like I'm telling you, as soon as television came out, generations stopped passing on culture. So your primary point of interacting with the world wasn't mom and dad anymore. It was public schools and television. And I think, and also the millennial women were the first ones to get on social media. That's the other thing too. And social media fucking scrambles women's brains. We know that. It scrambles men's brains too, but women's brains more. Like the spike in teen girl
you got to admit
suicide
they're the target
crazy.
audience with a lot of that shit.
That's right.
It also
That's right.
makes men more feminine.
The other thing too is that the media lies in particular to women almost the whole time they're awake about literally every aspect of reality. So the fact that they're delusional, like Vaughn, you sent me that video the other day of that girl who's like 5'4" and she's standing next to a guy who's 5'8" and she estimates him to be at 5'2" or something. Even though he's
like,
taller
than you.
She's like, I'm taller than you. Like
and she's
literally
looking up at him saying that.
Their reality is warped because they're being lied to about every aspect of reality that exists all the time. And that's why they suck right now. So it would just help it might behoove us to be a little patient. I'm not saying they're not retarded.
Well,
I'm just saying be patient with it.
In person, I'm like, yes, honey, you're great, incredible.
But don't tell them they're great. You got to still tell them that they're wrong.
No,
but you got to do it in a
do.
nice way.
So to Theo's point, millennial women and millennials in general were the first generation to say they were the first generation raised by TV. They were the generation raised by television or devices where nobody really understood the impact of it. Like Gen Z, people started to catch on and be like, maybe we should like Susie, and Johnny, we're gonna go the fuck outside a little bit or let's do some arts and crafts on the table. It's hot out or it's cold out or whatever. But let's have a thing like screen time. The idea of screen time existed in Vaughn's generation. Vaughn's mother probably didn't practice it enough with him, but that's all right. His homosexuality is unfixable at this point, and we get that. So, but like now to this point where we come to today, where like the children of Gen Alpha, parents like myself fully understand what screen time is, and every single device or instance of a screen that our children have access to is now something we can limit and use as a cudgel, basically, to do your fucking dishes and clean up your damn bedroom. Like by the time millennials learned the lesson for their generation, which is primarily Gen Alpha, unless you're a whore and had children when you were 16. And I'm stand by that fucking quote, and I'll die on that fucking hill. If you're a millennial, you have Gen Alpha children. And Gen Alpha is already trending to be even more conservative than they say Gen Z was. I attest to this by my son stealing my damn, anti-abortion yard sign and sticking in his room for his.
Here's the thing: it comes down to this: the reason they overplayed their hand and
they became the authority.
It started out where the social media and everything was a way to rebel against the authority, and it's not anymore. Now that is the authority, and that's why we're seeing a younger generation rebel against it. And that's a good thing.
I kind of have a different perspective. So when it comes to millennial women, I think maybe later millennial women, but I think it's just a loud minority, because I think we had like TVs and stuff, but we still went to the mall on weekends. We still went outside and like did shit or whatever. I think what we're looking at is a loud minority that kind of rules overall. So I mean, I'll give millennial women more credit. I think it's just a loud few, but the rest are all right.
No, and I do agree with that. You do see a lot of there are a lot more cool ones out there than not. They're just quiet.
I mean, my wife is pretty
so
quiet.
Outvoiced.
She's 3 years younger than me, but she's still a millennial because I'm an old millennial.
Well, by the way, I don't know if you guys are checking, but Mindy Wheeler's fucking cooking in the chat. Are y'all
Dropping
seeing
bombs.
that?
Mindy's serious.
Yeah,
like
Mindy Wheeler's
bro.
dropping fucking.
Bro, Mindy, would you like to watch Touch Grass with Theo Snodgrass? Do you want to join the 4%? I think you'd be a good fit over there.
Absolutely.
You should check out Mindy's art too.
Yeah, her art's really good.
Mindy's actually an awesomely proficient artist. Check out her X where she posts stuff. But yes, Mindy, for you, check out Touch Grass. It's actually a pretty good fucking show on Saturday mornings.
Thank you.
I won't be able to make it tomorrow, but you know.
Bro, we should announce that we're having a debate.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll announce that when I do my outros. I don't want to hijack.
This is my favorite thing that Mindy's doing right now, and I know I invited you on the show, but I'm gonna go ahead and bring it up now before we.
Oh, dude, yeah, Mindy should definitely come on the show.
Yeah, I really want to have her on. We've talked back and forth. Oh hell yeah, you're definitely welcome. My wife does the booking because I'm clinically retarded.
Dude, women are better at that stuff. I'm terrible at booking.
Let me get my screen up.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely
That's
true.
why women. That's
Dude,
why first of all, people talk shit about like, oh, secretary's the meeting for women. No, it's women are good at that stuff.
No,
and
it's
men
a
are
really
not.
important job. It's a really important job too. That's the other thing. It's a really important job.
Not even just
it needs to be
secretary.
done well.
This is so great,
dude. I can't fucking wait to get this book. Oh my, Mindy, honey, I am like when I saw this show up in one of the threads where I was posting some memes. I saw this. I literally fell off the chair I'm on right now. Like I had both of the arms up right here. And I was like, "Oh shit!" I fell over and off the fucking chair. I was laughing so fucking hard.
Why back this project? For over 5 years, fans have waited in vain for a similar project on Indiegogo.
I love that they put it on Kickstarter.
Oh, she does name him. I love it.
No,
endlessly by creator Ethan Van Sciver, leaving a void where vibrant storytelling should thrive. After receiving very clear express permission heard by thousands, Divinity Comics is stepping in to deliver what fans have been unrightfully denied. Rainbow the Brute #1 is here to reignite that passion with a timely release and a commitment to quality. We're not just reviving a dream, redefining it with.
I do want a correction. So it's been longer than 5 years.
What?
So,
it has been. Yes, yes, considerably.
I moved to Georgia in the fall of 2018. I was in 2017. This dude was talking about this motherfucking book, and I was waiting
toys before it was even out.
I was excited for
they
this
came
shit.
out.
I was excited for this shit back in 2017. I'm telling you, it's longer than it's been more than 5 years.
What I appreciate also is that they've managed to make this almost look more like him than he was doing on a book that was very clearly a self-insert of himself before this. I think I told Mindy, or I told somebody when they posted this, I was like, if you could make one of the trolls like an angry. Or like no, not a troll, but if you could make one of the other brutes like this even bigger, taller black guy that comes in and he's just better at everything than Rainbow, and like actually doing shit. If you threw that in just as a clip in one panel, dude, I'm here for the max.
Well, I've been
max reward on this one.
Hey, if Mindy can get a Netflix deal after this thing takes off, I'm sure Theo will start taking the steroids needed to play the title character.
Yeah,
but I've been watching EVS since he came on YouTube, and I'm telling you, if you go back to like 2018 and stuff, there's streams of this motherfucker talking about this fucking book.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of books you won't have to wait 5 years for, Phenomenova issue 3.
Hey, Divinity Comics.
Oh, do you have any other upcoming projects you're excited about?
Yeah, Phenomenova issue 3, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's go.
But yeah, that is Phenomenova. So where do you go with Phenomenova after 3?
4. No, but I mean, all right,
okay.
so obviously, but no, but I mean, I'm doing a couple of things. So one of my covers, Phenomenova issue 3, was done by one of my original artists. She ended up, getting busy and she had to tap out. But one of the characters she designed was Vivacity, and she did designs that led to some of the other characters. So she's back and she's like, "Oh my god, I missed it. I want to do more." So she and I are going to work on a Phenomenova Origins Vivacity book on the side. Wow. I've got 3 going, but I've written 1 through 8.
I've revised them recently. I've got a short story collection I'm working on with my friend Allie. That is including one that's going to be like set in the Phenomenova universe. I've got tons of great stuff coming out. My buddy Zach and I, we just released our cover, Zach's cover for my book. We're working on a book actually together as well. That's like it's kind of like sci-fi / cosmic horror / adventure. So if you're interested in that, check it out. But the main thing I want to promote right now is Phenomenova. Let's get that rolling. And then the faster that gets funded, the faster we can get to other projects. Theo and I obviously are doing I Can Fix Her. I know that's what you wanted to. I realized I went out of there.
He's over here about to fucking burst this guy.
Yeah.
Like...
So, all right, Theo and I are gonna do a book called I Can Fix Her.
Will it have feet in it?
I mean,
asking for a friend.
There are characters that walk. So I mean, yeah. Whether I don't know if we had ever, because we're normal.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I did. I
get
did
Mindy
think about it
to do a cover for that one.
That would be
if you can afford it.
That would be fun. Yeah. No, we have. Well, Theo and I.
Mr. Burger for $5. Real quick, sorry to cut you off. $5 is $5 in my hand. You're all invited on Mr. Burger 30-minute quiz blitz every Tuesday night at 9:15 p.m. CST. Come and quiz and promo your stuff. Absolutely. And that's always fun over there. But do continue, Vaughn.
Yeah. No. So what I was going to say is, so I Can Fix Her follows a demon hunter and his ex-girlfriend who's half demon, but she's not like other demons. She's different.
Uh-huh.
So that is the story. Theo and I have written the script. It's great. May or may not be featuring appearances from the Rogue's crew.
She's got to have incredibly thick thighs as well.
It's semi-autobiographical.
Okay.
Yeah, it's semi-autobiographical on both accounts.
If I'm in there, she has to be stepping on me or put me in chains.
No,
she'll be stepping
just
on
make
you while
Vagabond a
crushing
victim of
Theo's
one of
head.
one of the actual succubuses, one that does foot stuff.
Vagabond's already been a victim of one of those.
All right,
She's
so there might
currently
have
in jail.
to be rewrites because we didn't factor that into.
If you got Vagabond, you got to incorporate feet stuff. It's just how it is.
Yeah, definitely.
We
And you
didn't
definitely
think
need some.
about that, man.
You need some
It
buff, muscular
wasn't
women.
the first place my
You know
brain
what's funny?
went. Was
If you're gonna
I
look
was
for,
like, you know what? I thought Vagabond would be grateful enough to be in this book. No, apparently I need to fulfill all of his sexual desires.
you need to find. You need to talk to for this book for maybe an artist. You should talk to Mr. Bug about who's been doing his female superheroes that I think Theo is currently obsessed with. I tagged him in a couple of Mr. Bug's posts, but he's got these gorgeous ripped women with like thighs of a Greek god, and I think that's the theme that Theo needs for this particular character because that's what he wants to fix. Those are the kind of women he's looking to fix.
Here's what I'll say. Depending on how well Phenomenova issue 3 does, is we want to go right out the gate. I would love to greenlight it because Theo and I are ready to go. We just got to make sure we have enough and that I have enough of a fan base. Because Phenomenova, we're 3 issues in, so we have it built up. Now, I Can Fix Her, we know is going to do well, especially in the aftermarket, after we kickstart it. But, yeah, I'd say the better Phenomenova issue 3 does, the more likelihood we can get to I Can Fix Her. So if that's extra incentive to back it,
Yes, Phenomenova already great. I want to back it. I want to back it pretty thoroughly, as we've talked about. I want to try to get it in the hands of some local comic shops. Maybe not the depressing one I went to today, but some of the more lively ones.
Here I can share my. Let me share the link. I also have a trailer for issue 3.
That and you definitely need a Mindy Wheeler cover, I think, for I Can Fix Her.
Oh yeah, I should do that.
Yeah, for I Can Fix Her, especially. Not
Yeah.
You should make.
You guys can afford it. Do it.
Yeah, man. Well, we can't afford anything right now, which is why we need that.
I appreciate Vaughn's honesty here.
I didn't know.
Mindy just says hit her up. So
all right, sounds good. All right, we'll get the money.
I read Phenomenova 1 was on my top 5 of the year.
Oh, you dude, easily Phenomenova 1 was fucking great. Phenomenova 2 also great. Where's my?
There's no reason this thing shouldn't be the biggest fucking thing in the scene right now. And I've read a lot of good stuff.
Thank you.
I haven't run into anybody who has not enjoyed the hell out of the book. It's a good callback to what what made comics fun, but also what made like young characters fun in comics. Let's see. I've closed up.
All right, sounds good.
But I'll do it because
I'll get back to you.
Hell yeah.
All right.
No, dude, you should. Seriously.
Yeah. So I'm gonna. I'll scroll through the campaign real quick. So we got for day one backers. Here's the thing about Kickstarter that initially I didn't like, and a lot of people don't like, but I actually think it helps. Because it doesn't charge you right away. If you guys like, oh, I want to back day one, but I don't know if I have the money on day one. As long as you have the money by the time the campaign closes, because it closes at basically you get charged either August 31st or September 1st. As long as you have it by then, when it's fulfilled, you're good. So back day one if you want it at the tier you want, and physical backers will get a free trading card with this art right here by Julia Lanahan of the Phoenix Century. It was the current fan favorite character. She has dethroned Dark Cloud, but I think he might get it back.
This is my favorite.
I'm still like Dark Cloud the best.
Yeah.
No, I like this one right here. I'm about the bobs. Oh yeah, dude, the bobs, the hips.
Vaughn, quick question: is your mom also a redhead?
Vaughn, also quick question: is your mom single and over 40? Asking for Theo.
I'll answer the first question. My mom is a redhead, and the second one I will not be answering.
Oh wait, hold on.
It's a redhead character. So all right. Anyway,
does she like black guys? That's the real.
Damn, Vagabond, you right there to the point. I respect that. I respect this line of questioning.
Do continue, Vaughn.
Yeah, keep going, Vaughn. Come on. Let's go.
So Phenomenova issue 3, Chain Reaction, finally features, I know it only took 3 issues, finally features the actual title team itself, Phenomenova, in all of their glory. At the end of issue 2, we meet this character, Estrella, who gets his memories. At the end of issue 1, we see him fail to stop a heist at a reactor, but we don't see, what happened between the time he blacked out and everything. And this issue is going to fill in a lot of the gaps. How did the villains get in the reactor? What did they want? When did the heroes get in? How did that fight turn out? A lot of questions are going to be answered. More importantly, we're going to see a ton of really cool characters and some cool action. So we got the main cover, the Estrella black and white cover, which is done by my buddy Bobby, who typically has been doing the back covers. We have two Vivacity covers because we found 2 color schemes. We were like, we like 2 of them. So one of them is going to be only available for the first 48 hours unless you back everything, and that is the Sunset one. The Sunlight one will be available. Then we have the Villains cover, which is done by my buddy Zach, who you guys met right there.
Zach's fucking cool. We need to have Zach on again, dude. Zach's fucking cool.
Zach's a maniac.
I love
dude, I love fucking Zach, man.
Yeah, Zach is great, and we're doing a book together as well. But and then we have the Narwhal, the Per Berg cover, which is he just did Vatican City with Mark Millar. That's right there.
Dude, issue 2 of that is so fucking hard to find right now, dude.
It's good. All right, well, then make sure you guys back early on, or if you back everything, that cover, I make it where it's like if you want to back cheaper, it's first 3 days, but if you back all 6 covers, it includes the Sunset cover. So,
dude, that's actually not bad because I want the Sunset cover. I might just do all 6 so I have some to give out.
I've been in a problem, man. Give them out. I bought the 1 issue. I took the chance because it's like I was kind of thrifty and like skeptical buying indies, even from people I know.
I know.
So it's like I have 1 issue. I got that one after I got issue 1. Then you can ask Vaughn. I've gotten fucking everything.
Every cover,
getting it all.
I got this cover and another cover. Let's see, I've got 2 issues of number 1, 2 issues of 2, but I'm probably going to back all 6 here. So I want to be able to give those out. But I'm probably going to hit you up, Vaughn, for like all 3 issues for a few places I'd like to hand them out to that maybe will be receptive.
I'm happy. I can make deals, especially my goal right now is to make enough money to make the books and get them out in as many hands as possible. That's my eventually I can make money, but that's not really right now. My goal is to keep it going to get this, and I Can Fix Her, of course, I'd love to do. But But that all depends on how well this does. So let's make this fun right out the gate. My launch party is going to be next Friday. So you guys, if you can raid into me, or even just tell people to go to me if you can't literally raid.
Let's talk. Let's talk after the stream. We might do. I might do something. We might do something totally different for that.
Okay. All right. And then, do you mind if I screen share, or if you guys can play it on your end, the trailer?
No. Pull it up.
All right. Sounds good. All right.
We call ourselves Phenomenova. Yesterday, the Stormbearers, a deadly group of mercenaries, took control of a nuclear reactor. Before we arrived on the scene, Galvanite, a superpowered teenage boy, attempted to stop them. He failed. His story ended there that day.
Yeah.
Ours began shortly after. Today, I sift through the memories of that day. I will put the pieces together, and we will bring those responsible to justice.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
It's gonna be great.
I mean, I'm sticking to it. I'm saying 5 years after you get at least the third.
Mecha Break is now available with Google Play Games.
1 second. There you go.
There we go. I give it 5 years from either issue 3 or possibly 4 before this thing fucking blows up and it hits. You're gonna have to decide: are you gonna sell your soul to Netflix?
He sells his soul to Netflix and he gets a Cadillac. That's what you do in Jersey.
Okay, back. This is what Jersey joke number.
If you can maintain fucking control of your product and not, goal.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do not see any reason why, if this takes off the way it should, based on what I've read, how good it is, that it wouldn't be an animated series before too long.
Thank you. I appreciate. No, I hope so too. But in the meantime, I'm working to create the best comic I can. I've written the first 8 issues. I have plans for beyond that. I'm really excited, man, and I hope it shows in my work. Most people seem to think so. A lot of first appearances in this issue. So if you're like, I want a key issue, well, this is definitely a key issue. So, yeah.
All right, look at you.
I'm very excited.
August 1st.
So we're like quarter of the way through the black and white art. We're about, so I guess about half of that for the colors.
Mm-hmm.
We're working through at a pretty good rate.
Oh yeah, and hey, there's a Full Metal Nate just appeared. What's going on?
What's up, Nate?
He went and saw the Fantastic Four tonight. I hope you enjoyed it.
How was it? I'm curious. We'll find out.
Were you groped by Pedro Pascal?
Yeah, did Pedro Pascal beat you off like the movie propaganda actually told us it would?
Dude, that was wild.
This movie beats you off.
Oh my god, we are going on 3 hours.
We're going.
This was just I was kind of worried about this. I barely got topics. Like, I guess we're going to talk about some dead people that are sad, and hopefully it's not too much of a downer. We had a great guest, Arthur Nix. Everybody go subscribe to him.
Yeah,
the links are in the description. Arthur's
always
awesome.
nice to have another Rumbler on too.
And you got a Vagabond Rants clip.
That's right. Maybe a couple, actually. If I think back to the show, but we do need to wrap it up here. We'll start down at the bottom with the always long-winded Professor Savage Dad. Tell us briefly, how can people find you? Where you're gonna be?
Let's see, where are you going to find me this weekend? Tomorrow, Lapsed Comic Fan and I are going to be doing an episode of Long Boxing. We'll be going over some of the little physical media finds we've had this month, mostly comics. I've got a few pickups here and there. Want to go over things. I do want to do kind of a longer conversation if I can find some other people who've been reading stuff from Titan Comics right now. Maybe not as I go out. As I go out looking for back issues and other things, I'm starting to realize that this might be some of the stuff that Titan Comics is putting out might be actually good investment for floppies because you're not finding back issues. They're not out there. It was funny. The guy at the comic shop that I have I opened a poll list recently. It's been a very long time since I've had a comic poll list. The guy told me because I put Sonic on there for my kids, and he's like, "Dude, you want to make sure they're putting those floppies away because there are no back issues of them. Like Sonic, apparently, as far as floppies are concerned, he's like they're always going way up in value because there are no back issues of them. They always sell. The ICV2s don't show it, but apparently Sonic the Hedgehog comics sell like fucking gangbusters. Like he couldn't keep them in stock even at ordering 20 per issue. He's like every month I'm upping how much Sonic I order just so I have a few laying around. Titan Comics is very much kind of the same thing. They don't have back issues. Solomon Kane. Any of the Gun Honey or Heat Seeker, which is another Gun Honey kind of hard-boiled crime comic that comes out of them.
I've only read a few issues, but I've loved every issue.
They're completely fantastic. I just finished Noir by was it Enrico Meroni?
I heard
that
Titan Conan is one of the best things on the shelf.
Titan Conan, the book, and Titan Conan, the black and white newsprint printed magazine. Fantastic, absolutely worth the read. Feats of manliness and beautiful butt-ass naked women, pirates, like everything you want out of a Conan book is there. Absolutely pick it up. Solomon Kane, a man of God and country, a hero, a chivalrous hero. Fantastic. They write him with actual reverence to his Christianity, which I find completely mystifying in this age of comics. So I want to have a long form conversation a little bit more about what Titan Comics is putting out there. I think and you don't find back issues of them. You don't even find them on shelves. Most stores barely order them. I think it's actually a decent investment if you're out there in comics. I think these back issues might find value, especially the Conan stuff. It's hard to find, and it's good stuff. Yes. Besides long boxing, you'll find me hanging out again with MSK sometime soon. I do commuter convos every morning. I drive into work, and every day I drive home. You'll find me here on Rogues Gallery with some regularity. Also over on Make Me a Sandwich with Devil Made Me Do It. Other than that, I don't know. I might do a game stream this weekend. I started calling my what do you call it? What the hell is it? Schedule 1. I call it Steve Cast, named after a friend of some of us who know Steve. Named it after him. It's in his name. Yep. So I play the game Schedule 1. If anybody knows what that is, you'll understand why I call it Steve Cast. Might be doing that tomorrow night. That's it though. That's what I've got going on. A lot more. It sounds like a lot more than I feel like it is. I don't feel like I'm that busy with the stream.
It felt like a lot more to all of us.
That's the outro. I won't go nearly as long as Theo Snodgrass does. So let's go.
We'll get there. Speaking of long, Vagabond, what you got going on? Where can people find
Hey,
you?
yo, pause. What the fuck? Can't just introduce a man like that? God damn. What?
So, later tonight or tomorrow morning, depending where locations are in the United States or the world. I will be on Bezel Hub or Pub and with Devil Made Me Do It, and I'll make sure I'm awake for that. Then I'll be on Theo Snodgrass Touch Grass tomorrow. And then after that, I'll be on Anime for the Homies. And the other good news is new premiere date, August 3rd, Sunday, August 3rd. I swear it's not hentai podcast. Finally, it's just
you swear it's not hentai because
I swear it's not hentai.
You've been edging us for months,
bro.
Yes,
this is
this is the longest. Dude, Phenomenova issue 8 is
bro. If you're not gonna propose, just let us out of our misery.
No.
you are becoming. I say this in love, but man, you got to watch out. You're becoming the Ethan Van Sciver of Promise Podcast.
Bro, I've run this play before. You're not gonna commit. Just say that.
No. It's just this month I got sick. One of my monitors died.
Dude, issue 3 is gonna walk.
And then a bunch of other nonsense.
Oh man,
but
issue 3 is gonna fulfill before this fucking show starts. I swear.
August 3rd. I swear. I swear it's not hentai podcast.
Bitcoin is
August 3rd.
right
finally.
now. Otherwise, I just lost a bunch of money on FanDuel. Otherwise, I would. I'm sorry. It's just not a good time for me right now with my career.
All right, Theo, what's up, man?
Hi, well, my name is Theo Snodgrass. I'm a comedian and podcaster out here in Las Vegas, Nevada. I do a little show called Touch Grass with Theo Snodgrass. It's 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time every single Saturday. Tomorrow, we're going to be doing the porn debate. It's happening. We're going to just argue about porn for 2 hours, and we're going to see where we get. So I'm really excited about it. This kind of just spontaneously erupted in the chat. And I'm gonna capitalize on it. So we're just gonna host it.
Is it about the problems? Great analogy to use for a porn
I don't know.
debate.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Is so on the one hand, we've got porn existing as it does obvious social harms, and two, the idea is that government censorship usually makes things worse. So how do we balance those two? And we got to a really interesting place, but then a bunch of people got hysterical and we didn't actually finish having the interesting conversation. So I'm going to try to have an adult conversation on my show and we'll see where we get. That's 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, Mindy.
A convo about porn would absolutely qualify as an adult conversation, I think, Leo. I thought this was just going to be a scavenger hunt for people to go to Pornhub and find your videos.
No.
It's 11 a.m. too early for a porn conversation.
No, that's the thing. We are later going to host the feet debate. Are feet hot or not? We will also.
Oh
host
wait,
that.
hell,
That's
I gotta
be
be
an
there.
upcoming
So
episode.
I'm championing that debate.
Okay,
you guys can't have this conversation, this debate, unless you can get Kata on because he is.
All right. Here's the thing. I will say
it is coming on.
Now, I do not endorse it. You should back Phenomenova issue 3 because one of the characters is barefoot. After I've gotten your money, I'll give my honest thoughts about fetishes. But for
is it the redhead?
No,
the one that looks like your mom.
No.
Ooh.
Bro.
Wait.
Bro,
Is the chick with the red fists on the cover an insert of Vaughn's mom?
No!
Because if so, damn.
That's why she's mommy milkers, bro. It's very edible.
That's what I thought. I wasn't sure. I was just
I don't want to say anything, but
are we confirmed tonight for sure? Vaughn's mother is a hot redhead.
I feel uncomfortable not saying it because it is so obvious.
Okay, confirmed tonight
artistically.
On Rogue's Gallery. Vaughn's mom is a hot redhead.
Bingo.
Okay, good. No, hey,
I'm the redhead, but the character's not based on my mom. That's not.
Does she look like your mother?
Does she have giant mommy milkers?
That indecision right there. Damn.
I'm not.
I'm going to be the first person that says we need to have Vaughn's mother on stream one of these nights. Finally. Let's get her on the show.
This is
Selena,
how you sell funny books, peoples.
Hey, there's a whole other way you can sell funny books, and it involves a pizza place and a Honda Accord and 11 a.m. in the morning.
No, this is a respectable way. We just bust the balls of the talented artists.
There we go.
That is way more successful than the rest of us.
Okay, everybody. Selena has just stated that we need to leave Vaughn's mother alone, so we're gonna have to let the subject go for now.
Yes. For now, thank you.
Hey, we're not, nothing bad about Vaughn's mom. I mean, if she's a redheaded smoke show, that's
you fake fan. If you read issue 1, you didn't notice that the mom character was a redhead. That's the.
I did notice that the mom was. I wasn't sure if that was the one that was your mom.
No,
or both of them are hot.
No.
Both of them are hot though. Both of them are smoke shows. Like either one, bro.
Anyway,
Vaughn, the reason it's such a powerful image is because it comes from your subconscious. You can't control it. You kind of just like painted a hot version of your mom without knowing you were doing it, and that's what makes it beautiful. I do it too. If
your mother should be honored. I think his mother would actually be honored by the way that she's been depicted in his comic. It's highly respectable.
She
She's
looks
a lovely
bad,
woman.
bro.
Yeah, like seriously.
Seriously, bro.
This is so mean.
Now, is she from the generation that had bushes, or is? I mean, just for my edification.
Oh, shit! Oh god!
Just so I know.
I wasn't even going to go there. That's a
most
Theo.
wouldn't. Most would not.
No. See, I stopped at your mom is hot. I'm not going to the
on the next episode of Rogues Gallery. So
on the next episode of Rogues Gallery,
I Can Fix Her has been indefinitely canceled.
On the next episode of Rogues Gallery, I execute Theo Snodgrass live on air.
On the next episode of Rose Gallery, Vaughn's mother comes into the room to see why he's yelling so loud. And the entire internet and our viewership goes up to 200 people live. That's what happens.
Oh fuck, dude.
Oh wait, Selena's here.
Vaughn,
you can punch his ass in
Hey,
sorry,
it
guys.
wasn't me.
Sorry for getting us in trouble with the HR department, guys. That's my bad.
Oh, damn, Theo, you're gonna
get me in trouble.
Yeah, you're getting you and Iron in trouble. I'm over here innocent. See. I mean,
Jesus Christ.
She's
so
a lovely
agent
woman,
of chaos,
Vaughn.
Theo Snodgrass.
See, notice how there's two different characters with red hair, penis.
I did. I'm just saying,
Oh,
even Phenomeноva's mom's like a lovely redhead. She's quite attractive.
It's not
I'm just saying.
Phenomenova.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not. It's a team thing.
I'm just fucking with Vaughn.
Oh God.
See, Vaughn, you wanted to go all in on the gay stuff, and you asked for this, so I'm just can return volley anytime.
Oh, wait, so you acknowledge that I won the previous though?
No, I don't acknowledge you won anything. I acknowledge your mom's a redheaded smoke show with great tits.
You gotta.
All right. So we've all acknowledged that Vaughn's mom's hot.
Yes.
Okay, let's move on.
Man, you should put her in the thumbnail.
I have great genetics.
Yes.
Oh, fuck you. Okay. I'm Iron Oxide. This is the Weekly Rogues Gallery. We're here every Friday at 5:35 p.m. PST, PDT, whatever it's one of those. Pacific time. Tomorrow you can catch me over on Cavecast over on Sammy 3P's channel. Go subscribe to him. Great show over there talking about the history and lore of Batman. Only reason I get up on my day off that early, pretty much the same time I go to work. Totally worth it. Actually,
I thought you got up for your
show.
wife
At night, not in the morning.
in the morning. You have more in the morning. Your testosterone at a better.
You say
peak.
that all the time.
I do. It's because I'm correct.
I'm just lucky enough to have enough testosterone to last throughout the day. Okay. So,
them's facts. You are a 40-year-old man on an American diet.
You can find me there tomorrow morning. Then I guess I'm going to be joining a mid-afternoon porno debate over on Theo's channel for yes. Have your lotion ready, folks, for Touch Grass with Theo Snodgrass at 11 a.m. PST. Going to be looking forward to that one.
Great Theo intro.
We all are. And
hey,
aside
4%
from
of the
that-
audience will be lubed up and ready to go.
Right. Aside from that, you can find me on other shows throughout the week, such as Make Me a Sandwich over on Devil Made Me Do It channel. Who I was supposed to go on the pub later on this evening, but I already had commitment to this week go on Cavecast. So apologies, Devil, I won't be there, but I will be watching as I lull myself to sleep. So go subscribe to Devil's channel. Check out Make Me a Sandwich. Check out the pub. Let's see. If I'm forgetting anything else, I do apologize. Been a long day, but you can find us again next week, and we're out. That's it. We're going on 3 hours. We're done. Enjoy your night.
It's over.
Goodbye.